Human Zoo is now open. Call 01243 55 60 60. Skype us at play.radio.uk or email studio@playradiouk.com. This is the Tommy Boyd Show on Play Radio UK. Over the next 3 hours, taboo subjects will be discussed and opinions aired.
Really piss you off
if
now.
you're easily offended by an open-minded nature of mass debate, then this show is not for you.
What are you going to piss me off about now?
I've got to do that.
Oh, you joke. I've just set the camera. Look, now
look,
listen.
I'm sorry. Look,
just set the cameras nicely. And now you're going to do that.
Yeah. Have you got me?
Well, it just means I'll have to lie lazily back like this all night because the camera doesn't point far enough up, does it? So it's great.
Really?
It's fine by me, mate.
Oh, well, let me do this.
No.
Sorry, let me do that.
I can deal with staying laid back as possible. It's fine.
Have you got me?
No. Yes, maybe,
Yes.
perhaps. I'm not looking at it, to be honest with you.
It's probably not a good job that you haven't. Hello, good
There we
evening.
go. Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good, mate. You?
Yeah, not bad. It's.
I'm actually really good because for the first time since Christmas, I don't have a sore throat. It's
Oh wow!
brilliant.
And everything's working.
Well, the last time the wife looked, yeah, it was.
All right, yeah, okay. It's not the Tommy Boyd Show with Matt and Stu. 01243 55 60 60. Email studio@playradiouk.com. We'll read them all out. You can, of course, Skype us, play.radio.uk, and you can watch it all streamed with sound at tommyboyd.servebeer.com.
And the on the wireless chat room as well.
And on the wireless.net.
Yes.
That's right.
Well,
Yeah,
so we're here for another week then.
we are. 23 of... No, hang on.
23 or 24.
24?
All right.
Wow. It's gone.
I've had a
quite
bit of a
quickly.
busy week this week, actually, mate, to be honest with you. I haven't been
Have
able
you?
to concentrate much on what we're doing here, because obviously the King returned on Wednesday, so it's been a bit...
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. I think it's great for the game.
Brilliant, mate. In fact, it's so good that I almost, and if it hadn't been for the fact that, let's face it, I'm just a lazy bastard, I would have tried to, I would have gone to the match last night.
Right.
The problem with it is, and I've got to say, it's disgusting, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's £300 to go to New York,
Right.
It's £320 to fly to Newcastle.
Jesus.
It's a text message.
New voice text.
2 already.
Yeah, go on.
First, new message.
Got to remember how to do this.
So pick it up. That's it. Press 1. Now I've paid it back on again.
Evening, guys.
Evening.
Message sent today.
Now hang it up. Press 3.
Right.
Then 1.
Next new message.
1. And the button.
Matt has dog barks.
Matt has dog barks.
Message.
Now, dog barks brings us on to a rather neat and interesting subject. So, this week we're having a few technical difficulties in contacting the Polish sector of Cleveland
Yes.
this week. But I am told that actually he was going to go on strike anyway.
Oh, really?
He wants a word with Mr. Boyd over his bit. Apparently, Mr. Boyd at some point during this week on his new breakfast show on Original 106, 7 till 10.
You've done it again. Yeah, hang on. Before we carry on, I should just say I'm introducing a swear box. Due to the limited amount of funds I have, because I'm usually always skint, I've got, with the amount of coins in my pocket, I've probably do about 6 or 7 swear words tonight. So if you hear this, it means I've been a naughty, foul-mouthed boy.
Yeah.
So, don't plug Original again.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway.
Otherwise, it will cost me.
So, what am I not allowed to plug? Anyway, so apparently Mr. Boyd during the week was attempting to get girls to bark like a dog,
No.
and Mr. Becker took great offence at this, what he considers to be his bit, and
Tommy Boyd, the gentleman's gentleman, was asking women to bark like a dog.
apparently he asked a woman to bark like a dog. Yes.
Oh no, are his standards dropping?
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's such a classy bit and we just don't realise it.
Maybe we're missing the boat, yeah.
Anyway, so Joe's not here this week, just making a bit around that. So
Yeah. Is he going to tell us next time he's on why he's not here this week?
well, I can tell you now if you like.
Yeah, what do you want?
So basically, what the situation is that Joe has decided he's not going to go move to Tampa now. He's going to stay in the Cleveland area with his family, and his fiancée that he had all the problems with in Poland and had left to go back to her family and this, that, and the other, has decided actually she's pregnant, and so Joe's going to be a father. So now he's having to make hastily arrangements in Cleveland for somewhere to live, get money to get her to the US, and all that sort of stuff that you usually have to do to get people from foreign countries into the own one. Like I don't know, even marry them. So.
Oh, well.
So that's the reason why he's not here. He's got family stuff to sort out this week. So.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Hi, Alan.
Do you fucking hello, Alan?
What? That was,
Freaks the bottle.
what did I do? I stuck up for you last
You
week.
made the 2 calls this week.
I have not. I stuck up for you.
Yes, you did.
I'll have you know.
You had to apologise for your behaviour, Matthew.
This is Stu.
Sorry, Stu.
Yeah, thank you.
Where's that bastard, anyway?
Oh, I'm here, Alan, I'm here.
Why are you limiting me to 2 calls?
What?
Limiting me to 2 calls after last week's debacle.
Well, you know what, Alan? People were taking books on how many times you call in, and to be honest, you were blocking the lines.
Excuse me, you have a tool with the BT lady taking the phone. So don't you start on me, you stripy wearing bastard, you.
Oh, Alan, there's no need to get rude about it.
Excuse me, it's not my fault, but you don't wash your jumper. You wear the same jumper every single week, so it's thick line for tipping wherever you're living. 2, you're rude to me. You're worse than that Polish retard who couldn't be bothered to show his face this week. And 3, you've got no taste in football.
Oh.
Okay,
Stu, I'm having this one. Leave the fucking jumper alone, Alan. Right, okay, so the book is open on Alan Caddick's calls. How many times will he call in tonight? That was number 1. Okay?
I'll make a little log that'll appear on my webcam, okay?
Okay, brilliant. So we'll keep a log of Alan. We're going to do a few other things tonight as well. I will need that pad back, actually, Stu, because it's got the few other things tonight. I'm sorry. I'm causing you problems all over tonight, aren't I? But
Yeah,
I am 3 and 7. No technical issues as of yet. That could all change.
Yeah, I was going to say, we haven't actually got through the whole show yet. So.
No, we haven't. So we'll decide if I'm 3 and 7 just before 10 o'clock. So, yeah, my swear box tonight. I'm going to keep the swearing to a minimum, hopefully. We'll also be talking, you remember Jenny from last week?
Do I remember Jenny from... I'll tell you what, I do remember. I remember the people that she was auditioning, the photos of them.
That's right, yeah. So we're hopefully going to talk to her in about an hour, find out how the auditions went yesterday, see if she's actually got a finished girl band to bring into the studio for us, which will be absolutely lovely.
And then can we come up with some good games to play with the girl band?
Yeah, games. We also need a name for them.
I don't know, but I quite fancy a game of anal ring toss with the girls.
Now. Well, I mean, you know...
That's where they lie down on the floor and we shove a cricket stump between their butt cheeks, and then we get to throw little rings to see, like the old ring toss at the fairground.
Look, just because there's a possibility of having 5 seriously hot, seriously talented women in the studio doesn't mean we can go all seedy and sexual and play dirty games.
Careful with these seriously talented. It's a girl band. I'm joking.
Look, I don't want to piss them off before they get here.
Of course not. Of course not.
Jenny, the person who's auditioning, is a friend of mine.
I've never heard the other 4 people, so I could not comment on whether or not they were good or badly talented.
And let's face it, if they look hot, it won't matter.
Who cares?
Yeah, exactly. So we'll think of some games to play with. But there is somebody breathing down the phone. Who's this?
Play the Jingles, Stuart.
It's not.
Okay, call number 2. You want us to play the jingle now, Alan?
Yeah.
It's not.
Can we get it from Birmingham?
Alan, is this right, Stu? It's not half-past.
Play the jingle now, man, sweetheart.
Okay.
Sunday night sport roundup with Alan Caddick on PlayRadioUK.com.
Take it away.
Well, now that's stumped you, hasn't it, eh?
They weren't expecting us to play the full jingle.
Exactly.
Surely. Obviously wasn't Alan then.
No.
Okay.
That was quite funny, actually. That was a very good impression.
What's to say we have Alan calling in shortly to comment on that?
I'm sure we will, yeah.
Let's just get through what else we're going to be doing. We're also looking for another date for Zara. We have this. So if you do have a letter stating why you think Zara should date you, we will play the music, we will read it out with the complete and utter sincerity.
I thought last week's were brilliant.
Randy's as well, which we'll get to later on, I imagine. Yeah.
Yes.
So we need to find Zara a date. Zara could perhaps ring in and give us an update as well, see how it went. Hello, who's this?
Good evening, it's G-Man Jr.
Good evening.
Good evening, how are you?
Oh, I am good.
Good,
Stu is
evening,
good.
Stu.
Hello, mate. How are you?
I'm very well, actually. It's looking forward to a fine evening of radio broadcasting.
Do you know what, mate? So am I.
Of course, the evening of fine radio broadcasting would end at 10 usually, but Ian Lee's brand new show has started, so it'll be a whole evening till 1 of fine broadcasting tonight.
Absolutely.
Have you two puckered up and made up?
We certainly have, yeah.
Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful thing.
I know, it could be the start of a blossoming friendship.
It could be.
I doubt it.
Are you a Newcastle fan?
I am, mate.
God, you must have had a hell of a week then.
It's been an up and down roller coaster, mate, hasn't it?
Too bad you couldn't turn that into, I don't know, points today.
Yeah,
Or yesterday.
that would be good. However, as I was sitting watching it with a friend of mine watching the television yesterday, and the commentators were all going, well, this has been a rubbish game and this, that and the other. Hang on a minute. We didn't lose. Now there's a novelty.
You didn't concede any goals.
Exactly. It was a novelty that we didn't lose, so I'm quite happy with that.
For the power of elimination, I'm saying it was a 0-0 draw.
It was, you're right.
It was.
Yeah.
Best player?
Best player, Stephen Taylor.
Right.
Not in Zogbia.
Not in Zogbia, Stephen Taylor. Rock at the back.
Fair enough.
Rock
in
at the
Zogbia's
back.
been your best player this season.
Oh, absolutely. I wouldn't have said. I'd have said he was a close second, but Rock at the back is old Taylor, mate. Next, John Terry. I'm telling you.
Cool.
Do you think? Do you think Shearer will join the team?
My friend who was watching the game with me has put money on at Ladbrokes. He got 50-1 that Shearer will play a competitive game in the Premiership under Keegan. Now that's not bad.
Is he on
to play?
He will play.
Or coach?
He will play a competitive Premiership game under Keegan.
Wow.
I don't. Well, I could see him. I could see him working for the club in some capacity, but I don't know. I mean, it's very unusual for players to end their career like he has and go back. I mean,
that's right. Yeah.
To go into television and then go back to football is a weird way of doing it.
It is. And is he
If
one?
he
Is
stayed
he?
in coaching or opened up a pub or something, then yeah, I'd expect it.
Is he one game off a milestone then? Or?
No, not at all. No. But I don't know. I thought it was quite a funny bet.
I tell you what, it'd be nice to see that happen. To be honest.
Well, there you
And
go.
Keegan's got the balls to do it.
He has, hasn't he? Yeah. He's probably the only man who could talk him into it as well. So.
Well, I watched it on Matt Today last night. He said he's had a chat with him. He's off to Uganda or something, Alan is.
Yeah.
And then when he comes back, he's got to talk to Kevin. I love the way he says, I've got to ring him. Like, Kevin's too busy to call in.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I like that. In fact, that was the only bit of match of the day.
That was funny.
Yeah, it was the only bit of match of the day I caught as I suddenly flicked it over and heard that bit. Yeah, it was quite amusing. It was like Kevin's too busy to call me. I'll have to call him.
I'll have to call him. Yeah.
Well, since Keegan's actually been out of the game, I noticed in the papers the other day, he's been associated with a modern phrase, something that sort of came about while he was out of management. Happy slapping.
Really?
Kevin Keegan, the happy slapper, because he slaps every manager around the face after a game, grabs hold of their cheek
See that
like
Gary
that.
Megson, actually,
Nice.
at the end of yesterday's
Nice.
game.
I thought you were going to say, I would love it if we're beat them.
Well, I'm not wishing to turn this into sport talk, as someone on the wireless has just said.
Obviously not. How are you, G-Man? How you been anyway? You haven't called in for a while, mate.
No, I must admit, I have been a little absent the last few weeks.
That's all right. No, you don't. We're not going to hang you for it. It's all right.
That's perfectly fine. It's not like I called a teddy bear after somebody or anything like that.
Exactly.
That shows how topically out of the loop I've been.
Yeah.
A month-old joke. So what are you guys doing this evening? What's kind of your topics or anything?
So,
We were getting round to that.
So should we run? I'll run through the list of things that we've got. Okay. So we've. So basically, let me see. Got to say thank you first of all to everybody that's been emailing the management team to keep us on the air, because that's very nice. That's the only reason why we're still here, I think.
Yeah.
Is that bloke that came in once?
Marcus.
Yeah.
Who may well be back returning next week for show 24 of 24. Yes.
Yeah.
Matt's going to talk about his controversial view about how Bush is going to restart or start a war, shall we say, with Iran. Before he leaves presidency in
Well,
November.
he doesn't need to. I mean, it's not like he cares about the next bloke coming in,
Well,
does he?
exactly.
Well, I think it's his last chance of getting whatever oil he can out of Iran and under his name before he loses his presidency.
Hasn't he got to wait another 4 years before his brother takes over or something,
I'm surprised Jed isn't running actually this year.
Well, there is apparently some reason that he's not. Apparently it's something to do with the fact that there's some sort of backhanded deal within the Republican Party.
Do you think that's probably because also it's every other president has been a Bush for the last few presidents, hasn't it? So
It's either Bush or Clinton.
that's right. It was Bush
And
senior,
if Hillary
Clinton.
gets in, it'll be a nice unbroken streak.
Exactly. That's what it was. That's what it'll be, isn't it? So
There's some conspiracy theory to be made between the two families.
Absolutely.
They're going to alternate.
yeah, they're all still after the oil. It's all that. So. We're going to continue. Matt was just saying a minute ago. Is last week we started Zara dialer date. After Zara phoned up and said that she was having difficulty getting a man, and that she would like to hear from a man that would
Prospective suitors.
possibly
friend
be
of mine
interested in
called
her.
Chatmania, I think.
Yeah,
might be interested there.
So we're thinking that
Something I've heard.
she wants an atheist who's
who's philosophical
and very hetero.
and good in bed.
Yeah.
Right, good luck with that.
Yeah, but when very
Well,
hetero,
no,
they
you
can look
say
after
that.
themselves.
I mean, that's not the weirdest request I think I've heard. So.
No. So we're
Good luck
trying.
with
We're
that,
trying. So if anybody's got I don't know, what did we say? 3 paragraphs of just describing
Yeah.
yourself.
It's got to be a heartfelt plea.
Yeah.
Right.
studio@playradiouk.com. What we
Yeah.
do is we read them out, and then we'll send them off to Zara at some point. She can pick the top 2 or 3, and we'll get everybody in. Hopefully, that'd be quite good.
Well, that sounds like a good challenge.
Would be a laugh, wouldn't it? So.
Yeah.
Talking of letters for Zara, we've
we got one?
We've got one already.
Oh.
Now I'm thinking, should we do it now, or should we wait till after?
Let's wait 15 minutes or so
Wait
after
a
the
little
sport.
later. I think build it up.
Yeah,
In
okay.
true sort of, radio style.
Exactly. We'll
Mention
forward sell it. That's what we need to
It's
do.
a long one.
That's okay.
Really? Is it more than a paragraph?
Yes.
Well, you could say that.
Oh.
Yeah, well, he's obviously got a lot to say for himself, whoever it is, and obviously quite into a date with Zara. Let's hope she's not asleep by the end of the plea.
So,
I'm sure she'll be listening from somewhere.
so we've got the dial-a-date thing going on.
Yeah, I want to talk about. We touched on politicians and pay rises and tax last week. I'm going to have another rant.
You're very political with your rants, aren't you? It's great.
Well, yeah, it's all I've got.
I love it. Yeah. Tom Cruise's video this week. I don't know if anybody saw that, but we'll run through a transcript of that because the legal department says we're not allowed to play the audio.
Right.
So we'll run through a transcript of that. And
Well,
and
I say we
pick it up.
skip the legal department, we play the audio, and let's have the Scientology department down here.
Well, I kind of do too, but I also don't want to get my asses ripped
Aren't
apart
they
by
a
the
little bit
lawyers.
scary? Wasn't there that thing? I saw that programme on BBC One where the guy goes absolutely mental.
Well, this is
at
it.
a couple of people from Scientology, and they just stood there and took it, and then came back at him.
Yes, that's
They're
it.
obviously very good at their kind of,
But
their
my
arguments.
you see, my argument was that with Matt to agree with the lawyers today was that when Matt said let's just play it, my argument was that if Google's lawyers find it significant enough to take it off YouTube, then we probably shouldn't play it either.
Well,
Because I guess YouTube will probably get millions of copyright complaints every day, but they don't take everything down. They only take down the stuff that they get threatened quite severely.
yeah,
with,
I think their problem is that if they would, there'd be some lawyers earning quite a heavy living if they could. If they sued for every time something they wasn't supposed to
that
get
much
on
is
YouTube,
true,
I
isn't
mean,
it?
crikey.
Yeah, so
You can get all sorts of stuff on there that
Yeah,
I'm sure
yeah.
you shouldn't.
Well, it's going to be
Not that I
quite.
know.
It's going to be quite a lesson for me as well because I know nothing about
Okay.
Scientology.
So we're going to ask the question: has Tom lost his grip on reality?
Wasn't there something about his missus saying something a bit nasty this week as well? Wasn't she?
Yeah, so
She said something a bit nasty about another fellow female celebrity. I can't remember who, I'm honest.
I'd have to have a look up. I do
Yeah.
remember what you mean, yeah. But we're going to ask also, you see, what's the real story behind Katie's baby? Because obviously the rumours are circulating. There's
It's a robot.
There's
Oh, no.
several possibilities that...
Is that right? It's a robot? No?
No, I don't think it is.
No,
No,
okay.
No,
I'd love it if it was, G-Man.
It
Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah.
It might be some kind of alien love child, I suppose, but we can only hope. I suppose.
Wouldn't it be great if it was a robot and quoted all of Tom's films?
Oh, God, no, because some of them are pretty fucking terrible.
Well, the thing is, I can't quote any of them.
No, I must admit now I've said that, I can only think of weird, obscure Top Gun quotes.
What's the one... Is that? Did he do the one that You Can't Handle the Truth? That's not it, is it?
No.
Yeah, no, that's that. Yeah, that is him.
Is it?
Yeah, you can. No, but he was the bloke on the other side. It was.
You Want the Truth?
Was that in the military
Can't handle the
court?
truth.
Was
No,
that in the
that
military
was,
court film thingy?
Yeah, that was. Oh gosh.
Because Jerry Maguire was on BBC last night, I think it was, or the night
Right.
before last.
But then he got all the best phrases out of that played by, said by the other bloke in that film as well. So Tom Cruise doesn't get any good lines.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
So we're going to carry on with that. Matt's hopefully going to get Jenny, the girl band organizer that was on last week.
Yeah,
She's a model of some kind as well. What was she? Miss X England?
She was in
UK?
Miss England. I can't remember what title she held.
I did watch this week. I had a week off and I watched. The programme Eggheads that's on BBC Two about 6 o'clock.
Was that with
Was
Jane
that
and
Miss
everyone?
England's?
Yes.
Was she one of them?
No.
Oh, darn, they were nice.
Oh, well, she's nice,
They
right, in my
did
opinion.
absolutely terribly.
Yeah, well, what did you expect?
Well, no, but
Well,
they were
these-
quite pretty looking.
They
Exactly.
are.
So-
They are.
so-
And I have the privilege of working with 100 of them every year.
Really?
Yeah.
Distracting, isn't it? So.
How do you keep your mind on your job?
Yeah. We're also obviously taking.
It's called not going out with a loaded gun.
We're taking bets on how many times Alan's going to call in tonight.
I've got my bet, 28.
You're on 28.
I've
Okay.
got
G-Man
28 in
Junior.
the
G-Man
G-Man
Junior,
Junior.
28. Right.
28
Okay.
Alan calls.
Yeah. Okay. So we're I forget, have you still got the odds over there? Where are the odds?
I saw the odds up beforehand.
Oh, yeah, we've got the odds.
Someone from Ladbrokes is,
so you'll be having quite a good payout, G-Man, with 28 on 11 to 10.
11 to 10?
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's not bad at all. So
all I can say is Alan, get calling.
exactly, yeah. And also, and just to top it off, I've got something I need to pull Matt up on from last week that I've stewed on through the week, shall we say? And I'm not quite sure he's going to be too happy when we discuss that.
I'm a bit apprehensive of this, yeah.
So yeah, that's about it, mate. At the moment,
it sounds good. It sounds like it's going to be a good show. I'm going to be in on the wireless most of the evening.
On thewireless.net.
On thewireless.net. So anybody listening, come and have a chat. But good luck. Have a good show.
Brilliant. Thanks,
Cheers,
mate.
G-Man.
Guys.
Take care.
Bye.
Ta-da.
Play Radio UK.
Joseph is 9 years old and suffers from severe autism, severe learning and development disorder, and a curved spine. His symptoms include constant cramping and spasm throughout the body, overgrown gums, left foot inversion, and autistic spectrum disorder. Lifes for Living is a charity that will make a difference. With your support, we will provide the highest level of natural health treatments for these children and their parents. By donating even a few pennies, you will help transform the lives of terminally ill and disabled children worldwide. To find out more and to make a donation, go to playradiouk.com/life. Life's for Living and Play Radio UK. Together, we will make a difference.
Graham, Lee, Paul, Jamie and Matt. Just great music through your working week. Play Radio UK.
So far 3 and 7 still.
Beware, the content of this show may offend. Dynamic diction. This is the Tommy Boyd Show on Play Radio UK.
We've got our mate Chris on the phone, who we're going to take his call in just a second, but I want to read this email out before we go any further. Hey guys, can you say hello to all the guys from Terminus Universum on World of Warcraft? We're all listening. The whole guild. Took me ages to set it up, so please give us a shout out. Guys, thanks for tuning in. You're doing us an absolute massive favour in keeping the show on the air, and enjoy your World of Warcraft.
Great. Did you ever see that South Park episode of World of Warcraft?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
One of the best. Chris! Hello, Chris!
Hey, I'm seeing what I mean. You caught me napping there, bud. You alright?
Hello, mate.
I tell you what, I'm not so far away. There's a couple of lads round there. That fucking Alan starts all his ringing up and shouting down the phone and all this and slagging off fucking Joe. He's like, Rob, Phil, you're going to drive the car. Hang on, let's make sure it's all right. Yeah, right. We'll go round. I'll fucking nobble him round at his karaoke.
That'll be that.
Brilliant. Yeah, that'll be that. Great.
Good, yeah.
Nice to have the World of Warcraft gang on.
Yes, indeed.
Getting lost in
I've often thought that.
virtual worlds.
I've actually installed it, but never got around to playing it because, quite frankly, as I said earlier, I'm a lazy fuck, and I ain't going to spend £10 a month on some.
You are a lazy.
Mate, I tell you, I couldn't be any lazier. In fact,
No.
do you know what? I'm still this week, and I'm really quite bad this week, right? Because I said I was going to start that new
Fitness regime,
Fitness
which
regime.
people have been asking about on the Shrine.
So I was going to start the new fitness regime, which involved running in the mornings before I got up. And quite frankly, I think I'm wearing the excuse that because I've still got a sore throat and a cough, I don't want to do it. A little thin now, so I possibly might actually get around to starting that this week, if quite frankly, if I can be asked.
Yeah. You're on Play Radio?
You should have played the jingle.
Yeah, I should have. You're right. You're quite right. Something we've not mentioned. I've been looking into anal bleaching.
Oh, I was forgotten all about that. That's not on the list of things to do tonight.
It is on mine now. And I noticed you've been posting on the Tommy Boyd Shrine about social experiments as well.
Well, that's what it is, really, isn't it? Social experimentation, whether or not you can bleach your arse.
Something about cardboard boxes.
Oh, yes, of course. We're going to get you to dress up as a transvestite and live in a cardboard box for a week, isn't it? That's right.
For a week?
Yeah.
Okay.
But maybe you might want to wait until it's a bit warmer outside, because I will take pity on you that it's a bit cold.
Do I get to use exterior amenities?
Yes.
Hello, you're on Play Radio. Is that Chris?
No, I don't know, but it was Alan's karaoke. No, it was Alan singing Bar Black Sheep or something. It
Was
sounded
it?
like.
Oh,
Anyway.
so it wasn't Alan.
No,
so we
somebody
don't log
playing
that.
Alan. No,
we don't log that.
Can't log
wow.
that one. Yeah.
So the game hots up.
See, now this is the difficulty, isn't it? Because obviously, being the bookie, we've got to now distinguish the real Alan calls from the fake Alan calls, and hope that we don't get it wrong.
This is right. I mean, Alan will hopefully be keeping a tally himself.
We're still on 1. And over 10, we actually haven't got any odds for under 10. But the odds for over 10 are 1 to 5. Over 15 is 4 to 11. Over 25 to 6. Over 25, 11 to 10. And over 30, 17 to 2.
Hello.
About bloody time!
Hey, that'll be call number 2.
Log number 2.
How are you, Alan?
Yeah, I can't get through at all.
Oh,
no.
That's because we're
People
busy.
hogging the phone line. This must be one of them. People hog the phone line. How much money to call and brief people what they want?
Well,
Anyway, we better play the jingle.
All right, for real this time. It's a bit early, Alan. It's a bit early. Are you okay?
4 minutes?
All right, here we go then. This better be good.
his phone better not cut out this week.
Yeah.
Sunday night sport roundup with Alan Caddick on PlayRadioUK.com.
Evening, rankers. We start with football and the majority on the backroom team at St James Park. Zara Hertzman, our total in there this week.
Right.
BBC Sport. I'm going to read when I get there, Alan. At the end of the week, I would discuss it. Let's talk about Stuart reacting to. Stuart!
Yes, mate, sorry.
Stuart's reaction to wanting to join Keegan in the back room at St James's.
He better do.
Anyway, also today in the Premiership, Everton moved fourth in the table after Wigan defender Teaser Bramble's mistake helped to the victory at the JJB. The goals from Jolien Lescott and Jason Chuma's an own goal for Wigan. Anyway, Everton won 2-1 against Luton. They've leapfrogged Liverpool, who play Villa tomorrow. And there was the College spectacular opener to extend Manchester's unbeaten record at Eastland. That finished 2-1 there against West Ham. NFL news, and it's championship night tonight as 4 teams take that final step to the Super Bowl.
Come on, the Packers!
The total for New York Giants travel to the Green Bay Packers, and in the AFC total, the San Diego Chargers travel to the New England Patriots. Finally, in snooker, took a 5-3 lead over Stephen Lee after the first session of the best of 19 final tonight. Lee took the first round and later led 3-2, but looked rather convincing as he failed to post a resume play in half an hour. Over to the dynamic duo who haven't had sex in their life. That's Stu and our stripy man, Matt the Bastard!
Nice one. Cheers, Alan.
You're right, I've not had sex with Matt at all in my life.
No, that's quite right, yeah. And
also, Anthony Type.
Yes,
yeah.
indeed. Thanks, Alan.
Cheers, mate.
It's great. That is another top-notch quality call.
Excellent. Absolutely fantastic.
Best sports report since last week.
I noticed they're saying on the chat room one about the African Nations Cup. I'm sure he mentioned it.
Didn't start at late, does it?
It started about an hour or so ago.
Did it?
I'm sure he definitely mentioned it.
Yeah, Green Bay. I want Green Bay for the.
Oh, that was the Packers shout, was it?
Yeah. So
right. I
the
thought that was
Packers-
a gay jibe or
no,
something.
the Packers to win against the Giants. Even though I support Giants, I think the Packers will win.
Right.
And it's going to be the Packers, the Patriots in the final. The Patriots will win it.
Brilliant. Who's this on play?
Life is like a sewer. What you get out of it depends on what you put into it.
Indeed. And in fact, G-Man Jr. makes a good point there on the Skype chat room, by the way. He says no tennis reports. Now, I actually have money riding on the Australian Open because if Federer doesn't win, I lose a heck of a lot of money. So.
Oh, I'd do a tennis report off the top of my head for you now.
Can you?
It's shit.
Okay. But in the in the terms of betting, it's one of the very few sports you can bet on where there is just a winner and a loser. There's no draws, no overtimes, no extra times. There's a winner and a loser.
There's a tie break.
Yeah, but it's still ultimately at the end of the game. There's still a winner and a loser.
Yeah. Are you still on the phone?
No.
They've gone. They're just philosophical quotes and that's it.
It
in,
is.
out, brilliant,
Yeah.
fantastic.
You want to fade the old computer up there?
I
for
do,
a minute?
yeah, I do.
There we go.
Got a Skype call. Andrew?
Good evening.
Hello, mate. How are you?
Good evening.
Good
The
evening.
Kokomo man is behind bars accused of robbing a convenience store, but it's what he did during the robbery that made him pretty easy for police to find. 6 News North Bureau reporter Jennifer Carmack has the details from Howard County.
Just before 4:30 this morning, police say Derek Kosh walked into this Kokomo Village pantry with a bag and attacked the cashier.
She was actually on the telephone at the end of the counter. He grabbed her by the hair, displayed a handgun, demanded money.
But as the attendant was getting the money and cigarettes, Kosh was putting the gun in his waistband, and that's when it fired.
Shot his bollocks off. I've heard this one. Yeah, it's good.
And that's when he started bending over. The bullet traveled through his right testicle, then out, and then into the bottom part of his leg.
I work at the village pantry on Ohio and Sycamore. I was just robbed by a man with a gun. He shot himself and took off running.
While they were processing the crime scene, another call was received of a man that had been shot about 12 or 14 blocks away.
The 25-year-old then showed up at his grandmother's home.
Come knock on the door. He said he had been shot. Somebody was trying to rob him.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. Could that be called dropping a bollock?
Yeah, could be, couldn't it?
Do we still have someone on the phone?
Come in and know me better, man.
That's Christmas Carol, is it?
Maybe. I don't know. 01243 55 60 60 on the phone if you want to get through on that. That's still going.
Still going.
Studio at Play Radio UK on the email. We'll read all of those. Play.radio.uk on the Skype. You can get in the chat room if you message me, and you can join us there by telephone as well.
Yeah. And someone mentioned about getting a pay-as-you-go phone and reading out text.
But we don't need to do that.
We don't need to do that because we have an all-singing, all-dancing fancy text number. So if you'd like to text Play Radio, then your message to 82820. That's the word Play Radio, all one word. Then the message you want us to read out to 82820. It will cost you 15p plus your standard network charge.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Oh, wow, sorry.
No, you're all right. No,
Okay.
that's fine.
Did we mention tommyboyd.surfbeer.com?
I haven't yet, no.
Oh, okay.
No. And I also haven't mentioned you can join us on the new, super cool looking fucking wop on the wireless.net chat room.
What? Do
Well, because it looks so
fucking
fucking
wop?
funky now.
Does
like,
it?
You know what I mean?
Has it
Yeah,
changed now?
Apparently so, yeah. Well, now it launches in a little separate window. Ben's been working hard on this.
Right. Look, I'm eager to do this Zara email.
Well,
Hang
answer
on,
the phone,
we've got
then.
another call. Hello, Play Radio.
Hi there.
Hello, who's this?
Hi there, I'm the guy who sent the World of Warcraft email a few minutes ago.
Oh, hello, mate. What's your name?
Gareth.
Gareth. How are you, Gareth?
Alright, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, good. How's WoW going?
Cool, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What level? I understand. I've never played it. I understand there are different levels that you can be depending on how many people you've killed.
Yeah, you can get to 70, yeah.
So what are you on?
I'm on 37.
So is that like an average?
Yeah, I've done... This is my third character, though, so you got 2 70s already.
Oh, right, I see. So what are you, a sorcerer, an ogre? I don't know what they call them.
It's a mage, yeah, wizard.
A wizard?
Yeah.
So your superpowers are spinning bird kick?
Frost bolts and fire blasts and...
No Hadoukens, then?
No what?
No Hadoukens?
No, I can do one of them myself.
Oh, really? Wow, you have been playing a lot of computer games.
Can I just tell you that I have absolutely no fucking idea what you two are on about?
I haven't either! It's World of Warcraft. I picked it all up from the South Park episode.
Right, okay.
What can we do for you, Gareth?
I was just waiting to ring and say thank you for mentioning us. And
Oh, no, mate. Allow us to thank you for tuning in and showing us your support.
Yeah, thank you very much.
It's an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
Is that it?
No,
yeah, that'll do, yeah.
Now go and kill people and tell them that we did it, all right?
Yeah. Go and spread the word on World of Warcraft about Play Radio Sunday Night Talk Show. Gareth, have a great weekend. Cheers for that. Well, that was nice.
Good.
It's nice to get that. Shall I do this Zara?
Are you going to let me read this then? Or are you going to read it?
Do you want to read it?
I'll read it if I'm...
I'm quite happy to read it.
Yeah, you go ahead then.
Are you sure?
Actually, you sounded really good doing it last week, so answer the phone.
Hang on.
You can't put my money in the pot already now.
Hello, Play Radio.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Zara.
Hello. I just heard Matt kind of going a bit desperate, needing to read out his emails. So I thought I'd call in to give him a chance.
Yes, I'm glad you're here, Zara. Shall we do this, Zara?
So somebody's written in a long email, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it incredibly insulting?
No.
No, this guy wants to date you.
I haven't read it yet.
Really?
So.
Yeah, I doubt he's going to insult you. I mean, he wants to date
Yeah,
you.
but come on, I'm either going to get like complete insults generally, or like very silly.
I've scanned over it very quickly, Zara, and it doesn't look very insulting. In fact, it doesn't look insulting at all. So.
Okay, but then you could be a treat 'em mean, keep 'em keen kind of girl.
I don't get Zara being the treat and mean type.
No.
That's what men do, isn't it?
Yeah.
I kind of treat them mean because I hate them and I want them to fuck off.
On that note, hang on, before we start.
Matt's grabbing his beer.
I need a beer to get into the mood. Otherwise, who was it used to do? Who was it used to do the another
Simon
true story?
Bates.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute, Matt. Did you write the email?
No, I didn't.
Come on.
It's actually from a guy called Mark.
I can write you an email if you like.
Is Mark is Mark a nice name?
Mark.
The average Mark, is he okay
Mark
for you?
Thatcher.
Marky Mark.
Grandpa Mark. He was my grandpa.
Mark's brothers? No, that's
my cousin Mark.
Mark. No, it's not really one of those kind of sexy names.
It's not like a Brad, is it?
No. Okay, well, go on then. You can.
Okay, you ready, Zara?
Yep.
Right, let's have some peace and quiet, please.
You need to have that one. You need to have that one a good halfway down. By the way, I found out the other day.
Okay. Actually, nice yourself. Matt, Stu, good show. Am I too late to get a bid in for a date with Zara? I've penned some words with which I hope to win her heart. Here goes. Wish me luck, Mark Richardson.
Okay.
Zara, oh Zara, how I long to worship at your ocean. I know that I can be your knight in shining armour if you just see it in your heart to give me the chance. I'm longing to meet a power-hungry Taurian with bi tendencies for intimate fun and maybe more. Your body is a temple many have worshipped there. Since I found God after coming out of prison, I have changed my ways. I'm a kind and considerate person. I've moved on from the darkness into the light. I have been given a second chance and I'd like to grab it and share it with you. Make no mistake, Zara. I'm all man, and I will protect you. But the anger management course I attended as part of my probation conditions has helped me learn how to cope with anger without the need to resort to bloody, brutal violence. My divorce will be finalised shortly and my children will be glad to welcome you into our small but loving family caravan currently en route from Maidstone to Chatham. Brittany, Tyler, Brooklyn, Chardonnay, Duke and Pradeep all send their love. Since coming out of prison I have grown. At 5'6", I currently weigh 23 stone, so I'm a pound or two overweight, but who cares? I have a big heart, not just a big arse. Since I began work in a butcher's in Orpington, I have learned to live with my fascination for knives. I have taken advantage of the skills I learnt whilst in the darkness, and now it is only beef and lamb who are the subjects of my artistic side. Approaching my middle years, 58. I see myself as young at heart and non-inhibited, so if you could see your way to indulging in a little swinging, I'm sure it would make things go with a bang. I enjoy dressing up, mainly in my late mother's clothes. She was such an amazing woman. I think you would look real good in her clothes too. It wasn't true what they said I did to her in court, but people didn't really understand Tourette's back then.
You missed a line.
Did I?
He says, I do have a deep desire to engage in... Yeah?
I do have a deep desire to indulge in bum sex, but if you're not willing to indulge, I'm happy to wait until you're asleep.
God, this person knows me too well.
Oh, really? No, we'll get to that in a minute. Looks are not important to me. I'm looking for an educated, non-smoking woman with class, elegance and large breasts. I'm looking for a more mature woman, since my injunction means I am no longer able to talk to the girls walking home from St. Peter's High. My hobbies include restaurants, mainly the fast food ones, rope knotting, stalking celebrities on MySpace, breeding animals to eat, body art, West Ham, gold chains, Burberry, listening to TalkSport, and of course dogs. I am not good with words or talking myself up, but I promise you the time of your life if you are the lucky lady. So if you could just send me a photograph of yourself naked, I'll have a look and let you know. Assuming you're not a ginger, of course. Much love, Mark, Mad Dog Richardson. Okay, before we comment on that, I take offence that he said TalkSport and not Play Radio.
Yep.
Yep.
Burn it.
I don't know if it's worth using a swear box up for that or not.
However, I'm quite intrigued to hear Zara's thoughts about the possibility of bum sex.
Yeah, that's actually... No, it brings back the conversation we had when I took you back from the studio, Zara. You seem to have a penchant for the anal inhibitions.
Yeah, for the inhibition, he was saying that that I don't do bum sex, which is true. I don't. So,
But you like to talk about it.
no, I don't. I mean, I can't even remember that conversation I had with you. You might even be making that up. I don't know.
Probably.
I swear, no.
It was his deep. You could see the deep burning desire in his eyes when you were in the studio, Zara. You know, he was imagining all sorts of things and getting confused between the reality and the land of wishful thinking.
I must thank you, by the way, Stu, for keeping control of my dribble.
Yeah.
Oh, bum sex. I'm sorry, those images together.
Bum, sex, and dribble. Nice.
Oh dear.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe one day I will. No, I just don't think I could ever do it. I'm just imagining a penis pushing into my bum now.
Well, it would only
I
be
don't
like
think so.
it would only be like taking a shit, isn't it?
Well, no, because when I go for a shit, it doesn't go up; it goes down.
Yeah, no, but the feeling of it coming down is going to be the same as it kind of when the guy pulls
Well,
out.
I don't know. Well,
in the
men apparently
backwards
have a
stroke.
G-spot in their arse, don't they?
Yeah, the prostate gland.
Yeah. Women don't.
But the thing is, you say it would only be like having a shit. When I'm having sex, why do I want to be thinking of having a shit?
Yeah,
That's
well,
like
that
the
much is
worst
true.
thing.
Yeah.
That's like the most opposite thing to sex is having a shit.
I don't know. Have you not watched Two Girls in One Cup?
No, I haven't. And every time you talk about it, I kind of run away. I don't want to hear that.
Matt gets physically sick when we do that.
There's something wrong with you, Stu. For
My
liking
eyes are
that.
watering.
What's that? Sorry, Zara.
There's something wrong with Stu, isn't there, for liking that?
I didn't say I liked it. I just said I'd seen it.
You're the one who mentions it every 10 minutes.
Because I think it's funny. That's why. I like the idea of two girls shitting in a glass.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So is that email going in the bucket of maybe or maybe not?
So is that? Can I just check? I've got
You've got
Randy's
Randy's.
one.
Yeah.
I've got Chat Mania's one.
Yeah.
And that one. Is there any others? Is that all I've got?
There isn't at the moment. But I'm sure we can rustle up a few more. I mean, Joe has obviously got to put his together behind his fiance's back, of course.
Yeah.
But he's got to put that together.
His pregnant fiance's back.
Yes.
I thought his girlfriend left him.
Oh, you must have missed the first 5 minutes of the programme then.
Oh, I did. Yeah.
So basically,
she's pregnant. Now he's going back.
she's coming to the US rather than him going back.
It's like a soap opera, isn't it?
Isn't it just? I tell you, we're going to call it Northeasterners. Just because that's where Columbus is, or wherever he is at the moment, Cleveland, whatever.
He invited me over.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Where did he invite you to? Cleveland or Tampa?
Tampa.
Because I got I know the guy that was going to rent him the condominium in Tampa Bay.
Oh yeah.
And I've got to say, it's an absolutely fucking top-notch Tampa condominium. In fact, it's up for sale. If anybody wants to go in, 40,000 quid.
Let me get this right. So, outside of Play Radio, on various forums and talk thingies, Joe has invited Zara out to Tampa Bay. What did this trip include? Wearing a leash, barking like a dog? I mean, you really think...
All he said was, I said, well, will you pay for my trip? And he said yes.
Wow.
He's going to pay. Wow.
Well, wouldn't you go? I mean, by the way, just talking about the barking like a dog, what do you think of Joe's protest this week about the fact that he's not coming on air this week because Mr. Boyd allegedly has used one of his bits on his new radio show, where apparently Tommy tried to get someone to bark like a dog.
Well, I think Tommy should do that more often, and then Joe will never come back on again.
That's a good point.
Hey, I like Joe. I like having him on.
I've just broken the chair.
I would never go to somewhere. You've broken the chair.
And I just moved in the chair, and the arms just snapped off.
Too many pizzas, that is.
Yeah, I think you're right. Actually, yeah. Sorry. Anyway,
I'd never go to somewhere called Tampa. It just sounds too much like tampon.
Yeah.
And that's all I'd ever be able to think about is I'm in a tampon.
I'm told that the guy eloquently put, when I asked him whereabouts in Tampa it was, he eloquently put it as in the predominantly white area.
Not the ghetto.
Yeah.
But when you go to America, that's what it's like, isn't it? In most cities, there's like real segregation. It's like that's the black area, that's the Hispanic area, that's the white area.
Yeah.
And people just don't go into those other areas.
No, that's right.
Well,
yeah.
You know why though? Because they only end up killing their own, then, don't they?
Exactly.
And they keep them segregated. It doesn't cross into all-out street war.
Matt's about to do his Ben Elton controversial.
Where's Mary Whitehouse when you need her?
I used to work for Mary Whitehouse's son. You know, he was my boss.
Wow, that is. Stop the show. Nobody.
Virgin.
Amazing news, amazing news. Stu's claim to fame. He used to work for Mary Whitehouse's son.
You have had some very tenuous celebrity connections, mate. What was that guy who you had the autograph from? Who was
I've got right. You want to look my list of autographs? Eric Clapton.
Right, met him. Used to live near him. Yeah.
Yeah, my dad's best mate's his tour manager.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Timmy Mallet.
Oh, that's
you
right.
You love
yeah.
Timmy Mallet.
Yeah.
Richard and Judy, Fred the Weatherman from The Map.
Mm-hmm.
A few others, like just random ones like Tiff Nadell, Derren Brown, Vicky Butler Henderson. All that
Hold on a minute. So you know Derren Brown?
Hang on. There's a big difference between and has his autograph.
There is a big difference. I interviewed Derren Brown when I worked at Rugby FM. I managed to blag the only interview of the day with Derren Brown at the Motor Show in like 2006 or whatever.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Even though you've only spent that small amount of time with him, and you've only spent a small amount of time with me,
right.
From what you know, could you see us like married?
Have you met him as well then?
No, not yet.
Right, well that would be a good starting point, Zara.
No, but come on, just think. Do you think we're suited?
Yeah, I mean, he was a really, really nice guy. He gave us an interview when he didn't have to. He didn't interview anybody else. We were told, even though he was at the motor show, working for Nissan, we were told not to ask him about driving because he doesn't have a licence. We were strictly told not to talk about driving in any way whatsoever. So God knows what went on there. Really nice guy. You can't tell if he's reading your mind or what because he's so good at it, but you feel very, very comfortable and at home with him. So I think from your perspective, because of the way he made us feel when we interviewed him, you would feel very comfortable and at home with him.
Okay.
However, would you be completely comfortable knowing that what you're saying he might have actually directed you to say subliminally, and what you're doing he might have... Do you see where I'm going?
I know what you're saying, but I also know how he does what he does, and that isn't what he actually does, so there wouldn't be any...
Because it's suggestion, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, it isn't. That is his act. He's a magician. Okay. And he just says that it's suggestion, so to put you off track so you don't notice the tricks that he's doing.
Okay. So how does he do it?
Well, actually, quite a lot of what he does, he says what he does in his books, Tricks of the Mind, which is an excellent book. I recommend it to everyone, and I bought about 5 copies and gave it to people for Christmas this year.
Thanks.
It's a really good book.
Well, it's about messages that you don't pick up on, things on screens like you did that. Well, go on then, explain.
No, what he's doing is he's making people think that he's this great psychologist, that he's doing all these messages and stuff. But most of it is just magic tricks and TV tricks, and the same way that loads of magicians work.
Yeah.
But he just makes you think that it's suggestion, because then you're looking out for it and you're thinking, oh, he's made me think this particular word. And when you watch it, you think that you're in on that secret, but that isn't the secret. He's just doing that to put you off track, so you don't realise he's just a normal magician.
So you think that
that's his act?
His TV show, where he did a whole show and then people walked out and couldn't remember a thing about it, you think they were staged?
No.
So how does he make people forget about a whole show without the subliminal messages?
Well, he mentions all of that, but most of them are, they're, what's the word?
Stooges.
No, I've forgotten what the word is now. They're complying with the figure of authority, like him. Like, they don't want him, out of embarrassment, to look stupid. So they pretend and they act along. They go along with it. It's like all kind of stage hypnotists.
I'm sorry, that's rubbish. If I walked out of there and thought that was a load of rubbish, I would say it was a load of rubbish.
Actually,
no. When you're in that situation, when you're like, they take the most sort of people who are easily influenced, which they do by doing sort of certain kind of hypnotist tricks at the beginning to see who's most likely to play along.
Well, yeah, it's the whole trick with the pound coin in the hand, isn't it?
Well, or they do lots of different. There's loads of different things, like raising your hand or your arm up, saying your arm's really heavy or whatever. But they can see who it is that's most likely to play along, and then they choose those people. And those people, even afterwards, often say, "Oh yeah, I was just acting." If you interview them properly afterwards.
I could see, actually, yes, because I suppose if you came out with a group of your friends, right, and you were all playing along, and your friend said. And your friends turned around and said, well, no, I can't remember a thing. I can't remember a thing about it. You're not likely to be the one that turns around and says, well, actually, I can remember the whole thing. Because purely and simply, what's going to happen is that you're going to look like the idiot that it hasn't worked on. So you're going to keep it. You're going to keep track.
Yeah. There's all these kind of pressures.
Yeah.
That people are subjected to, so they just go along with
That's
it.
very clever, isn't it? Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So actually,
Okay.
Hello.
You'll get.
I was on the phone.
yes,
Can you read an email for me?
we will do, mate.
we will
just give
do.
us a
Well, you
second.
better log that. That's an Alan call.
This is an Alan call. Yes,
This is an Alan call.
Number 3.
Log that. Okay. Well, look, Zara, thank you very much for your call. We're taking more. Oh my God, it's an Alan webcam.
Oh my God!
Oh my God, he's not wearing any clothes. Get rid of it. He's not wearing. Oh, thank God for that.
Alan, you can't call up with a webcam image like that and not have any clothes on.
Zara, we're going to continue to find you a date. We're going to have a quick break and then we'll read out another letter.
Just go. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Oh, it's a ramp, isn't it? A cul-de-sac.
You didn't.
No, what? Hang on. No, you can't. That's not my fault. These things appear.
I thought you were supposed to go through them before the show.
No, we don't mind having them. We don't have to talk over them. It's not a problem. We better leave it now anyway.
Bollocks.
Sensibly satirical. This is the Tommy Boyd Show on Play Radio UK. Not for the faint-hearted.
That was it.
Yeah, I'm 3 for 7 this week, he says.
No, that doesn't count. That doesn't count.
Why not?
Because this is scheduled by the computer. It's an automatic thing.
And
right?
as head of production, as we had this discussion once before, aren't you supposed to go through and make sure that it's all right before you go on air?
I went through and made sure that it was all right. It's not my fault that something says it's on and it's got no audio to play in it.
All right.
That's not, and as long as there's none of my show trails in there and all that, I consider we're okay. We're on the right headphone setting. Yeah, we've got everything on the soundboard ready to go. We've not had a problem. We've got webcam streaming, which I helped to sort.
Yes.
Yeah, we've got internet and Skype.
Because, well, actually, do you know what? Listen, good listener. I got told off this week because apparently I was too hard on the IT people.
Poor
here.
old IT boys. They had to wipe the steam from their glasses.
Apparently they got right upset when I complained that there was nothing fucking working last week.
Yeah.
And that I'm not allowed to complain this week that we've had to mess around inside here because it still isn't working. Good listener, it's terrible.
Right, well, we have a heartfelt plea here for a date with Zara. Shall I read it?
Yes, go on then.
Excellent, okay, let's... Dear Zara... Sorry, I shouldn't laugh.
It says, please let me use this as my chance to have a date with Zara. Here goes.
Dear Zara, I'm just a lonely autistic lad in a very mixed-up world who's never had any happiness in his life. But all that could change if you choose me for your date. I'm a very young lad who likes to call radio stations, especially Play Radio, but I can never get through. I'm 27 years old, but I have the mind of a 44-year-old Tory Prime Minister. I'm a virgin too, so you can teach me everything there is about sex. If you choose me as your date, I would love you every single day and night. Yours sincerely, Alan Caddick.
Does that go down as a call? No.
No. We do have a call, though. Hello.
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 You alright?
Aye.
What's that, Mark? I've got a question for you.
What's it like? You getting in the sunshine?
No, it's been fucking twisting my melon, man. You're going on about this World of Warcraft shit, yeah?
Yeah.
What would you rather? A kid who's a smackhead or a kid who's addicted to World of Warcraft?
Well, a kid who's a smacker would be quite interesting, wouldn't
More
it?
socially accepted, isn't it? Hey? Melon, man.
Brilliant.
Great.
In the sunshine.
I've actually, you know that band I played you last week, Oyster?
Yeah.
Got 25 in the charts with that I Fought the Lawyers About the Bank Charges.
So I heard.
Funny he should mention Kids on Smack because they've done a song about that as well.
That's good stuff.
So I might play that before the end of the show.
Forward selling.
Yeah, I might play that before the end of the show. By the way, go to myspace.com/oyster. That's OYSTAR. Show them some support because they're having a laugh. And they're having a pop at all the things we like to have a pop at, like bank charges and all that kind of stuff, and the modern world. And they're just you know, nice guys doing it for a lot of fun. They actually sound good as well. So myspace.com/oyster. I won't promote them anymore.
Yep.
Hello.
You cannot get to the top by sitting on your bottom.
I know that.
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, maybe you should pay attention to that, Stu, being the lazy bastard you are.
Yeah.
And you've just broken our chair.
I have. I've just literally moved, and the arm. I think it's because as Randy said, my fat ass is kind of sat resting against the arm, and it's because I'm laid back in the chair. So
that's right. Randy did say I might as well. I'm drinking Foster's. Randy did say I might as well be drinking piss. I disagree. I would rather not be drinking piss. Hello, you're on Play Radio.
I do this. You like piss, man? What does it taste like?
What?
What does piss taste like?
I don't know. Maybe you could tell me.
Well, you can lock that as another call.
Okay.
Do we?
I don't know. I'm not so sure that was Alan. Was that really Alan?
If it wasn't...
It was a very, very, very good impression.
This is right, yeah. I say we log it because it was that good.
Right, yeah.
I say we log it because we can't tell.
Because it was a really good impression of Alan.
Yeah, we can't tell. What I do want to pick up on is that Alan's got a pregnant girlfriend. And
I was going to say, hang on a minute. So, yeah.
Alan call log at 4.
Alan call log at 4.
Yeah. Alan date log, well.
Yeah, I mean, hang on a minute. Alan, let's just pick that apart. So, he's a young lad who likes to call radio stations, right? But he can never get through. Well, you know what? We're doing quite well. Actually, maybe not tonight, but normally he's doing quite well for that.
Well, if he gets another one in before 8, that'll be 5 an hour, so that'll be 15. So
we're on for the 15 or over at 4 to 11 then. Mm-hmm. 27 years old. He has the mind of a 44-year-old Tory Prime Minister and who's a virgin. But hang on a minute. He told us last week that he's engaged with and about to be a dad in a few months' time.
That is dead in the water.
Huh?
That's dead in the water, guys.
Is it?
I've finished with her.
Did you?
What about the kid?
What? You didn't dump a pregnant girl, did you, Alan?
No. Well, she was making me choose between her and my family.
Right.
And to me, family's important.
Yes, sure. Yeah. So, but you're gonna have to still pay for the baby, though, aren't you?
Not my problem anymore, because my mum wants a DNA test because she thinks she slept with other people before she met me.
Well, listen, Alan, mate, I'm going to say, if you're saying you're a virgin and she's pregnant, chances are she slept with other people.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm pleading my case to Zara, because I feel she can teach me everything there is.
Really?
Yeah.
G-Man Jr. has just said, I don't know what the conversation's going on about in the On the Wireless chat room because I haven't been paying attention, but G-Man Jr. has just mentioned a song that I haven't heard in absolutely bloody years, and it's brilliant.
What is it?
Fuzzbox, Pink Sunshine.
Okay.
I bet you haven't got it.
We'll see if we've got it. That's call log 5.
Birmingham, you know, Fuzzbox.
Well, I tell you what, there was one blonde chick in Fuzzbox. I mean, bear in mind I was probably early teens at the time. There was a blonde chick in Fuzzbox who I thought was as hot as fuck.
Really?
Yeah.
Excellent.
But do you want to know who I fancied when I was younger?
Go on, then.
Anything in a skirt?
Michaela Strachan.
Michaela Strachan.
She'd still get it now.
No.
She would.
She would.
Well, I watched the On Wide Awake Club with our former associate, Mr. Boyd. I thought, I was only I had a stiffy then.
Did Mr. Boyd do Wide Awake Club?
Of course he did.
It was Tommy Boyd, Warner, James Baker, Michaela Strachan, and Timmy Mallet.
You love Timmy Mallet.
You do. Thanks, Alan. Cheers, mate.
Cheers,
Talk to you
mate.
soon.
Yeah.
This is it.
And you said we wouldn't have it.
It's a great tune.
Hey, is that? Oh right, we've got a Randy
I've got,
video.
yeah, but I just
you want to listen to
that
this?
in the back.
Yeah,
It's great. I love it. I'm gonna have to get a Google image now of this blonde chick. I'll get up and
do it, man. Do it. We've got a phone call. Hello. Christmas Carol.
But it isn't Christmas anymore. That's
Bye-bye.
good. Can we have a bit more? Because it's still going. Hey, sunshine.
Doing my best dad dance.
I used to love it.
Yeah, okay.
I used to have this. I used to have this album on all the time. It's quite sad, aren't I? So.
I don't know. You're an 80s boy, aren't you?
Yeah.
All
so,
80s boys are sad.
Yeah, no. That's it. Thanks, mate.
That's all right. Oh, do you want to do this Randy video?
Okay, so So as we may or may not be aware, there is a Star Trek movie being made or about to be made. The new one with the new James Kirk and the new Spock, played by the guy who plays what's his name, Sylar in.
Oh really?
Heroes. Yeah, he's
Kirk?
Scott. No,
he's Scott.
Scott. Spock.
Spock.
Yeah.
Right.
And the guy, what's his name? What's the guy's name from Run Fat Boy Run and Hot?
Oh, fuck! I'm one of his massive fans.
I know, and I've forgotten his name. Anyway,
Simon Peck.
That's him. He's going to be Scotty, I believe.
Oh, hang on. I swear I just said the F word.
Yeah, that's it. Hi, Alan.
Live long and prosper. Anyway, you know that music that was playing? It was Muppet Christmas Carol.
Was it? Oh, no, well, that's...
Was that you then?
No, it weren't. Because I've got a DVD, but I haven't used it
Okay,
yet.
so we're on call log 6.
That's what we are. Alan, call
log
number
6.
6.
Brilliant, Alan. Thanks for letting us know.
What can I say? My Muppet Christmas Carol's back at my place because I'm at me mum and dad tonight.
Right. Well, hi to your mum and dad.
And I need your help in making a decision. Should I stay until 10 or should I fuck off to the karaoke?
I think you go to karaoke and we have another karaoke call from you.
I think so.
Well, I think I'll go around 8:30. Well, give me half an hour to set my DVD up and get myself ready for my next gag.
Okay, mate.
All right, mate. Nice one. Cheers, Alan. Right, let's do this Randy video.
So this is great. So basically,
Are you wanting to do the webcam thing as well?
Am I? Oh, maybe I might have to.
I can press play if you get the webcam set up.
That's all right, I got it. Yeah, just got it.
Okay, so this guy Randy posts quite a lot on YouTube. He's
also in the chat rooms.
He's got a great opinion on life and stuff and shit.
So I think I totally agree with this. So yeah, look, there we go, more swearing. Yeah, good. All right, well here comes the.
Now this is not meant to be offensive, okay? It's a little bit of advice from me to you. Anyone out there who enjoys Star Trek, who God forbid calls themselves a Trekkie, or who enjoys dressing up, putting on a pair of fake ears that make them look like a cross between Shrek, Wayne Rooney and a pixie, needs to seriously consider investing in a life. Now, Star Trek is a rubbish program for one of a number of reasons. One of them is because it makes all these American types, probably like yourself, feel superior to everyone else. It means that you can go around blowing these aliens up that strangely resemble races on this earth, you know, Klingons, bit like Iraqis, would you say? Romulans, Koreans, perhaps. I mean, Khan, that's Asian, isn't it? What you Star Trek fanatics need to do is consider entering the dating world. You know, finally leaving the dark sanctitude of your dungeon or mothership or whatever you call your room, and getting out there and doing something real with your life, as opposed to sitting there watching Star Trek with your right hand down your trousers on the thousands of DVDs you've no doubt got in your collection, all alphabetically, all colour-coded in an order. If this fails, I suggest you sell your entire collection and just go out there and hire a prostitute and find out what you are missing in the real world.
Exactly.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that about people who are into Doctor Who.
Do you? I like Doctor Who.
Yeah, I thought you might. Yeah, we've got a phone call if they're still there. Hello?
No.
Gone.
So anyway, I quite like that. I thought that was a very good. That was very good.
That is good.
It sums up really everything that we've always wanted to say about Star Trek.
Indeed.
And haven't been able to.
And how it's funded by the Ku Klux Klan.
Let's not go there.
No, let's leave that well alone. Right. Studio at playradiouk.com's the email. We will read them all out. We've got this new text message thing. It's only 15p plus your standard network charge, so it's not expensive. But make sure your first word is play radio and text it to 82820. Or give us a call, 01243 55 60 60. We'll take one call, then we'll go into a break. Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hugo.
What, go on?
Wagwan!
Wagwan, hornball, ting!
How are you, mate?
Well, go on, Bradbury. What are you chatting about this evening, then, isn't it?
All sorts of bits and pieces, mate. We haven't quite got to the big subjects yet of Scientology and how it's a load of crap, and is it religion or a cult? What do you think? Could you give a shit?
Careful, deliberation. Scientology. Actually, I grew up not far from the Scientologist church.
Unfortunately, I live near there as well, yeah.
In Exhibition Road.
Yeah.
And they often wandering around the young American kids with their name badges, trying to stop people. You see them a lot in Knightsbridge and South Kensington, but you won't see them downtown Lambeth.
Get them in Richmond, actually, where I work. Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, they set up a little stall outside Tesco's every few weeks and try and flog the book, and they give you. They do it. It's great because what they do is they do it under a guise of a free stress test. And what you do is you go and sit down, they have these little meters, and they put all the little sticky bits on your fingers and stuff, and they ask you some questions, and they tell you that you really are really stressed, and then try and flog you a copy of the book to tell you how to calm down and how life is much more peaceful as a Scientologist.
Yes, because what I've seen of them on TV and stuff, they look really de-stressed.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what you've got to think about with the Scientologists is that is the reason that you think they're a load of crap because they're challenging your views on your own God. So they may not have a God. I believe they don't, do they?
No.
They don't worship. They don't worship a statue or a 2,000-year-old belief that there's a man with a white beard in the sky. What perhaps they're trying to tap into is spirituality.
That's right.
A kind of unconscious. That chappie, that psychiatric chappie said, the collective unconscious, where we all have running in us, that we're unaware of, a conformity.
Yep.
They're just tapping into a spiritual feeling that we all have. They might be right. I think even, it goes back to the time of the ancient Greeks, all of this stuff, because God has changed, the perception of God has changed for 4,000 years as to who he is, or she is, or what he looks like. But what's enduring is only the beliefs, i.e. hell, is now hell, but 2,500 years ago it was Hades. So, Jesus didn't invent hell. Jesus is an invention of a political time.
Yep.
To suit his own needs. So, they might be right. As far as eating placentas, it's not really my cup of tea.
No.
Well,
but they're not doing any harm, are they?
Well, not really, no.
Let me get this right. Scientology came about in the 80s by a guy who thinks we're aliens.
Yeah, but that's irrelevant to what the doctrine is.
Yeah.
You see, it's just as crazy to conceive that there's a chap with a white beard who sent his son down to give us a message. An immortal being sent his son down to give us a message in our own form, and all of this stuff that he rose from the dead, etc., etc.
Yeah, I'm with you.
It's just as ridiculous.
So God's kind of moved on now from a white man with a beard to a black girl with dreadlocks, hasn't he? The way modern society's gone, and how he or she or it should be perceived.
Well, it will do, and it will continue to evolve because our vision 2,000 years ago was that. Prior to that, 3,500 years ago, it was Zeus.
Indeed.
Yep. So
basically, maybe the Scientologists are right.
Maybe they are. I mean, I was watching this week, and as we're not allowed to play it, we're going to. I've got a transcript of it basically, which is this video that apparently came out this week that Tom did. Which is kind of it's a Scientology training video basically. That's what it is. Okay.
Well, shall we discuss this? Let's have a break first, otherwise they're going to back up.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. See, we're already 8 minutes late.
Fucking adverts.
Are you going to hold on, Hugo, or are you going to go?
I'll go on. I'll hold on. I'm just serving, so yeah.
We'll be 60 seconds.
The Human Zoo is now open. Call 01243 55 60 60. Skype us at play.radio.uk or email studio@playradiouk.com.
Mr. Bombastic. Hi, I'm Paul Anthony with the best radio show on the internet, packed with top features. Who's in our closet? The celebrity wardrobe on the air every day. The connection, identify the link between two tracks. And not forgetting the business brainbuster. Plus, I'll keep you updated what's happening with all the news around the world. And of course, great music. 1 till 5, Monday to Friday, only here on Play Radio UK. Fantastic. Touch me on me back, she says I'm still
Playing the greatest hits of the 80s, 70s, and today. To planet Earth, live from the south coast of England. This is Play Radio UK. Warning, the show you're about to listen to may contain strong language and the content might offend. Letting it all hang out. The Tommy Boyd Show on Play Radio UK.
We're back on, Hugo.
Bonjour.
You had crashing jingles there, by the way.
I know.
Very professional, isn't it?
Yeah,
do you know what, Hugo? He's been trying to tell me all night how his production work this week is absolutely exemplary.
I can only do so much.
I mean, I thought I was talking to a radio station.
Yeah. Oh, did
for a
you?
second there.
Yeah, yeah. It was almost like the real thing, wasn't it?
You can all fuck off.
Hey, there we
No,
go.
listen, that was praise.
Yeah, well, you see, no, Hugo, what we need to do is get him to swear as much as possible because he's putting £1 in the pot every time he swears. So,
I am now.
At the moment, he's up to...
I'm £5 down.
That's
now.
good, that's good, that's what I like to see. So this training video that we're not allowed to play the video from because the...
Why aren't you allowed to play the video?
Because the lawyers have said we're not allowed to.
Was it leaked onto the internet or something?
Yes.
It's passed me by.
Yeah, well, basically what's happened is it got leaked onto the internet, and the Scientologists have been going mental and suing people to get it taken down. So, as we podcast the show and have a sort of a permanent record of what's happened on the show, we're not actually allowed to play the video tonight, which is a bit of a shame.
Let it be noted that I would love to play the video. It's Stu that's stopping me from playing the video. I say bring them on.
I'm just taking the moral line. That's all. I don't
Well,
want
no, it's often the poor man that's the bravest.
Yes. Yes, I just don't want to get my arse sued, all right?
You're right, I'm already £5 down with the swear box, I better not.
Exactly. So anyway, so he starts off, he says, I think it's a privilege to call yourself a Scientologist, and it's something you have to earn. And because a Scientologist does, he or she has the ability to create new and better realities and improve conditions. Being a Scientologist, you look at someone and you know absolutely you can help them. So for me, it really is KSW, which means keeping Scientology working, apparently. And it's just like, it's something that I don't mince words like that. Has anybody got any... Are you following this so far?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't see anything wrong with that at all.
Okay. There was a time I went through it. I said, you know what? When I read it, I just thought, whoa, that's it. That's exactly it. When he's talking about the doctrines of L. Ron Hubbard, obviously. Being a Scientologist, when you drive past an accident, it's not like
hang
anyone...
on. Did Tom Cruise on the video say, fuck me?
No. Okay, being a Scientologist, when you drive past an accident, it's not like anyone else. It's you drive past and you know you have to do something about it. You know you're the only one who can really help. That's what drives me on.
So far, so all laudable.
You think so? You think that Scientologists are the only people that could possibly help people in road accidents?
Well, no, he didn't say that. What he said was that, you know, he wants to help. Anyone with half a brain understands that the emergency services will be the ones that help. But if he's driven to help in any way, 100 times better than the 99% of the people that just drive past.
Okay.
So how does that work? Does he drive up to the wreckage, see that there's a guy with no head, he's obviously dead, so he thinks I can't help him, and drives on? Or what? He says he can tell if he can help somebody just by looking at them, so...
If you put it in that... It depends on what angle you're coming from this at.
Yeah.
See, so far in what's been said, there's been nothing to make anybody worried. In fact, you could only say it's all been worthy so far.
No,
Helping people is a good thing.
Sure, but I think unfortunately what doesn't come across when I read it out like this is the way that he's acting in the video and the way he's saying it.
Where's the video?
And what actually he does come across as saying. He's saying that basically that Scientologists are the only people that can help people who have been involved in road accidents. I mean, that's the way he says it in the video.
Well, then he's a bit mental.
Yeah.
But on the whole, then you see, this is useful because I've not seen the video
Yeah.
and I've very little about
No.
Scientology. So all I can do is analyse what's been said.
That's not the one on the Late Show.
No, it's a reenactment.
Yes.
What?
No, it's all right. Matt's just looking for the original video now, and I'm not going to tell him where to get it because, quite frankly, I don't want to get my arse sued.
Can you play a reenactment?
Can you play a reenactment?
Shall we
well,
play
let's
a
finish this.
Yeah,
and then
finish
we'll
that, and then maybe we'll get... I'll just fiddle around.
So it says, I know that we have an opportunity and to really help for the first time and effectively change people's lives, and I'm dedicated to that. I'm absolutely gonna uncompromisingly be dedicated to that. And then he goes on to go on to something about organisations and Scientology organisations that are apparently divided into complicated hierarchy of classes, which I won't go into because it was very boring.
Well, what's wrong with dedicating himself to helping other people's lives?
Nothing at all. It says, I won't hesitate to put ethics into someone else because I think I put ethics ruthlessly into myself. And I think that I respect that in others. And, you know, I'm there to help. We're here to help. My opinion is, look, you're either on board or you're not on board, okay? Which is it? If you're on board, you're on board. Just like the rest of us, period. We are the authorities on getting people off drugs. Now, this is the bit that I thought was a bit Okay, so we've
What?
done the road accident bit and how they're the only people who help. This bit's great. We are the authorities on people getting people off drugs. We are the authorities on the mind. We are the authorities on improving condition. We can rehabilitate criminals. We can bring peace and unity to cultures. That once you know these tools and you know that they work, it's good enough that I'm just doing okay. It's like we're here to help. If you're a Scientologist, you see life, things the way they are, in all its glory, in all of its perplexity, and the more you know as a Scientologist, the more you become overwhelmed by it. Laughs again, clapping hands, it says in the transcript. Now, I don't know, that to me sounds a bit nutty. I mean, whilst I understand coming from the perspective of wanting to help people, claiming to be the absolute authority on drugs and the authority on improving conditions for people's lives and being the only ones that can rehabilitate criminals smacks me of being a little nutty.
But it's only his perspective. It's his perspective
sure.
on his reality of what is. He's in a community that's strictly governed and doesn't get out much, and he believes that there's probably no man that believes more fervently in Scientology than this person.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Unfortunately, he's got a mouthpiece, so he's going to be like that. But a priest or a vicar, if properly motivated, and if they truly, if you get the zealous priest, you have the same things.
Yeah,
Most
sure.
More or less says the same things. I mean, I know we talked about and all of that, but on the whole, good luck to him. If they genuinely can, and they genuinely are the authorities, then fantastic. If they're not, it's just a little harmless bubble that will be forgotten tomorrow.
Yeah,
but it's not a harmless bubble that'll be forgotten, because did he not just say in that transcript bit there? Did he not just say that he has no problems with ruthlessly enforcing his ethics on other people because he's done it to himself?
That's actually what it is.
That implies that you're afraid of having his ethics ruthlessly implied.
No.
It doesn't bother me, because
ethics should not be ruthlessly implied on other people. That's like what you might deem as godbods. Really religious people who will. I mean, I used to have a friend when I was young, because obviously I was brought up in a Christian background, and I used to have a friend that was young. His parents were Catholic, and they were so vehemently Catholic that you weren't allowed to say the word wicked in their house.
Respect their wishes.
Yeah, you respect their wishes, but it's a little crazy, isn't it?
Well, to you, but not to them.
Well, that's crazy to...
I think it's a lot of fuss over nothing. Scientologists have been around for 20 years or so, maybe a bit longer, not sure. They're just another passing fad and cult, and if it's unpalatable to you, it's probably because you're unsure of your own beliefs.
Well, no, it's
really
not.
The only thing.
It's unpalatable to me, because for the documentaries I've seen and for the information I have, nobody from Scientology will actually sit down with anybody in the public eye, to the public, and address these problems and have a normal conversation. All they seem to do is bar anyone from saying anything and shout and scream and say that they're the best and everyone should follow them, but nobody knows anything about them unless, first of all, they accept what they're doing, and so basically they have to be brainwashed first. So they have to, because they're only taking people on who are so devoid and lonely of a religion, they've got problems in their own life, that they're already brainwashed by this Scientology religion/cult, whatever you want to call it, by the time they get there. So they're a lot easier to sort of train in their way, so to speak, but they won't actually address the general public who have other beliefs.
Well, the thing about these religious cults, and to this I include the Jehovah's Witnesses, is that they perform a service to the fragile in our community. An example to which is an old friend of mine, alcoholic, very violent, went to prison because they couldn't control him in society. After he drank, he ended up going mental berserk and beating people half to death. Went to prison, found Jehovah's Witnesses through his time in prison, has come out of prison, and for 10, 15 years, absolute model citizen. You wouldn't have thought it from his past. He dresses well, he speaks well, he behaves impeccably. Now, is that a bad thing because it's religious? The Jehovah's Witnesses people say that their way is the true way. In essence, what has happened to this man is that his life has been turned around and changed. He's integrated well into society. Regardless of the religious belief, that is a plus. His reality is that you know, Jehovah's, I don't even know the history of the Jehovah's, but, you know, their way is the true way. But what they've done is they've helped somebody. Now, if Scientology can do the same thing, then so be it. It harms no one. In fact, it's beneficial. These cults attract people who are weak anyway, that need help. You know, if you don't need help, you don't go looking for it.
This is your friend. Obviously, I don't know this guy, but I would say using the fact that he found Jehovah's Witness religion is an easy excuse to cover over the fact that you've been a fucking idiot. Now, I'm sure it's got more to do with the fact that he served time in prison. He's absolutely shit himself that he's have to go back again. So he sorted himself out because he's realised he's wrong. But it's easier to say he's found religion because that covers up his indiscretions, and everyone goes, "Oh, it's not. Who cares the fact that he was an alcoholic drunk with a mental problem? Oh, he's found religion. Bless him. Let's put a bow on him."
It's the same difference with the spirit with the Scientologists. You know, if they claim to be able to help, you know, people who are at their lowest ebb, and as you said before, if people who go to them are at their lowest ebb and it's a home for rejects and junkies to avoid themselves of responsibility, then so be it. Because it harms no one, and it creates a much better environment.
But what I'm saying to you is that the religion thing's an excuse. They've not found religion. Religion is not the reason that they're a better person. The reason is because he's been to prison and he's been punished, and he's using the religion excuse because it makes him feel better about all the stuff he's done.
No, you're incorrect. I don't wish to say it like that, but you are, because the religion is you're assuming by saying he's using religion as a crutch, if you like, that there's one form of religion. You know, that the religion he's using isn't the right form of religion. That's what I'm getting. And what it is that it doesn't matter whether it's worshipping Jehovah, Jesus, Muhammad, whoever, or whatever, or L. Ron Hubbard. Ultimately, what's happened is that this person has integrated back into society correctly. So it's a benefit. It's all, look, unless somebody comes up and stabs you in the back with a knife, the knife isn't going to hurt you.
True.
And it's the same principle with the Scientologists.
Now, you see,
we all say, look, Jesus, Catholics, priests, whatever, they all, they're the best in the world and their way is the way. But, you know, no one...
That's it. No, I actually just wanted to pick up on a point that I haven't been able to get a word in edgeways for the last couple of minutes, but... not your fault.
What?
No,
dig at me?
Yeah, no, not at all. No.
Watch it.
Yeah, listen, let's not start yet. What I was going to say is that Hugo made a valid point a minute ago, which was missed over slightly, where he called Scientology a cult as opposed to a religion.
There we go.
Okay.
But the term is loose. It implies, you know, Catholicism is a cult. It depends what, you know, which word you want to use at the time.
Sure, but
it's a belief.
But does Scientology now? I mean, here's a question now, and obviously I'm not a Scientologist. I don't know the full thing about Scientology, and I don't suppose that Matt does either.
I see a social experiment coming on.
Does it not smack more of being a cult in the terms of like the David Koresh type affair, where I mean they're brainwashed into a belief that they all follow, be it based on any kind of foundation or not, or is it more of a what Hugo would term a religious cult, like the Catholics, the Christians, etc., etc.? What do you think Scientology is more about?
It's the same as Catholicism or Protestantism or any ism. It's just a method of beliefs put together to a way of life.
Okay.
That some people believe and other people don't. It's a religion or it's a cult.
Okay.
You know?
The main difference for me, Hugo, Stu, is that Christianity, Catholicism, be it a Protestant, be it a Muslim, whatever, if I invited one of their higher figures to come on this show and talk about it, they would. You invite a Scientologist to come and talk about it, they get embargoed by their peers. I watched a documentary where a load of Scientologists, famous ones, not Kirstie Alley, some girl in Kings of Queens and all this, they gave these interviews, frank interviews, completely unedited interviews, right? And they literally came to the point in the documentary where they were going to play the interview and they said, actually, we're not allowed to play it anymore because the Scientology peers have threatened us with legal action. So, you know, if one of them could come in here, I suppose it's like the David Irving debate, isn't it? Is it David Irving or whatever? Give him the chance to speak. He might be right, he might be wrong, but the thing is they don't give themselves the chance.
Yeah. Yep, exactly.
I have to say one thing before I go, though, that if Scientology does rear its head and become prominent, it certainly takes the heat off Islam, doesn't it?
It does, absolutely.
Certainly does.
Yeah.
Hugo, good call, mate. Thanks for that.
And just cheers, Hugo. Take care, mate. Just to put the lighter side, Katie Holmes's baby.
Yeah, you were talking
L. Ron Hubbard's. And suddenly, as I say, there's a few there's a few rumours. First of all, the rumour is, well, there's the obvious one, of course, that it is Tom's, right? The second part of it...
The obvious rumour?
Yeah,
Right.
well, because there's plenty of other
fact,
rumours.
Inverted commas.
Okay, that it's L. Ron Hubbard's frozen sperm that was used to impregnate her, thus carrying on the Scientology bloodline. What was the other one? Oh, that Katie Holmes was pregnant by a former boyfriend, and that Tom said he would be the father after she was dumped, if she went along with it, because obviously there are particular other rumours about Tom's sexuality.
Well, that he's gay?
Or it might not be. Well, obviously we're just saying it's a rumour.
That he's gay?
There's a rumour that he is, yeah.
That he's gay?
Yeah.
You can say it, Stu, it's alright.
I know, I'm just trying to be careful about the way I word things.
Oh,
you see.
now, come on. This is the Play Radio Sunday show. We don't have to be careful.
I know. Well, we still do. I mean, you still can't get sued your arse off, can you? So.
That's right, yeah.
And so anyway, so on a lighter note, is it his or is it hers or is it L. Ron Hubbard's?
I'd love to say it was mine, but I haven't had the pleasure of sleeping with her.
Would you really?
I would love to. We do have a phone call, by the way. Hello?
Hello, Alan.
Not a test. This is rock and roll. Time to rock it from the Delta to the DMZ. That sounds like an Elvis Presley movie. Viva da nang. Oh, viva da nang. Denying me, when I'm to get a rope and hang me. Hey.
Okay, I can't do with that buzzing noise any
I
longer.
can't. Do we know who that was?
It was Alan.
That was Alan. So on the call log, what are we on the call log?
We are now up to dun dun, dun and the rolling total is, in true comic relief style format, 7.
Hey! PlayRadioUK.com. Just great music.
Play Radio UK is the world's fastest growing internet radio network. And now we want to share our success with you. We will help you get more customers.
Adverts again.
Just ask Play Radio UK to build you a radio station of your very own for a remarkably small cost. And your shop, store or website will instantly have its own music, messages and adverts. Plus, you can make money by advertising for others. For a 140% increase in customer activity, call the Play Radio team today on 01243 556 355 or email us on team@playinstore.co.uk.
If you want to try something different, then check out the wide range of music playing now. PlayRockUK.com. Not for pussies. This is Play Radio UK. Beware, the content of this show may offend. Politically corrupt. This is the Tommy Boyd Show on Play Radio UK.
Yeah, alright, Chris, alright, what's up?
Oh, gee, will he turn that... Fucking hell. What was he going on about? Turn that down, I'm trying to ring him up. The media player, no.
What the hell's going on in the back of there?
Hang on, hang on, Phil, what do you do?
Are you
on about? Hold on, we was on about Swappo. Sorry.
Are you murdering someone in there, Chris?
No! I rang up and the adverts were on.
You're sorry?
And also, I'm sorry, I'm ringing up to apologise to you,
mate.
if you don't mind me saying so, Matt. Are you there, Matt?
Yes, mate, yes.
I can't see you on the webcam and all that, so...
Really?
No, not at the minute, it's all going a bit watchy. But I didn't really, I didn't mean to ring up because, but I did. Hang on, let me fucking get my head together. You're putting adverts in me mind. You alright?
Yeah, you.
Okay, you got a... have you got a minute or two?
Yeah.
Right,
Go for it, mate.
My mate, he wanted to say that Tom Cruise, right, what could probably happen to him, the worst thing that could happen to him is he could end up in a one-room flat with a gramophone, a wind-up gramophone, and one record. And I said, that'd be a good idea. I said, what you could do... Anyway, he's all right. He's probably all right.
But then again...
Go on. Then again...
He shrugged his shoulder and said he'd kill Cock Robin.
He did. He said he'd kill Cock Robin, but we was on about Swappo earlier. But I rang up, I was almost forced... Are you there still?
Yeah.
Are you just listening to
Yeah,
me?
we're listening.
We're letting you go.
I want you to become conspiratorial, right?
Right.
Because what happened is I was prompted to ring. I was listening to you go. He was going on about... Somebody was going on about somebody else. He was going on about two-stroke engines again. I'll tell you what he was going on. Kawasaki. They make everything, you know. Fucking great big propellers. What are they? Made out of propellers.
Propellers.
Phosphor bronze they're made out of. Fucking hell, imagine that, having a bit of phosphor bronze.
Mm-hmm.
And, now, so we also wanted to know about whale sick. I know the boss used to be a trainer.
Whale sick, right?
Whale
Okay.
sick. I don't know whether dolphin sick counts.
Mm-hmm.
But I was prompted to ring because I said I'd go and nobble Alan. Well, it wasn't Alan. It was a recording of Alan, wasn't it?
Yes, it was a recording of Alan. Yeah.
So now he's moved home. The
Yeah.
bird's trying to have him in the net.
That's it. Basically, yeah. She's.
Fucking hell.
You know what it's.
a trick there.
You know what it like. I tell you, these women, mate. I tell you, all of a sudden.
No, that's a bit of a broad brush there, in that
Yeah,
way.
I'm tarring the whole community with the same brush.
You Zara in the whole community.
maybe not Zara. She knows where we are.
But no, you shouldn't do that because. But it seems like Alan. How about that then for synchronicity, as they say?
Yeah.
I will address the Tom Cruise issue in a minute, if you don't mind me.
Yeah, no, go on.
Seeing now we haven't got to go round to the pub, to Alan's pub and kneecap him. He's gone to, what did you say? He's gone, well, never mind all. He took it seriously, though. He's gone, never mind all, because he didn't know it was going on, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gone, who the fuck is he? He didn't really. We're not really villains. And he's gone, well, tell him, what did you say? You put the fucking phone up his shithole.
Something
what
like that.
What did you say?
Hey, did I?
No. It weren't you, Stu.
No.
It was. Say that again.
Stick the blower up his shit
up
He
his
thought he was a real menace. I said, no, he's just Alan playing about.
Whale sick. I've just looked up on the net.
Yeah, we got whale sick up. Have you got the computer on there?
Yeah, whale sick apparently is worth £10 a
He
gram.
wants to ask Alan who's going to win on Monday, Villa or Liverpool.
Well, Alan's going to have to say Villa, isn't he?
Yeah, you're a bit of a sports guy.
Alan's going to have to say Villa because half his family are Villa fans. So.
It could happen, can't it?
Do you think?
What is it with whale sick?
I don't know.
Who knows?
Apparently, whale sick is worth £10 a gram.
£10 a gram. Imagine that.
News round will tell us. Look.
Yep.
Now you can't. I know Tommy's a bit of what you call it.
Right, hang on, Chris. Let me read this out, Chris. A lucky Australian couple struck gross gold when they found a pricey pile of whale sick on the beach. Leon and Laura Lee Wright were curious about a weird, waxy stone they found in Streaky Bay, South Australia. So a marine expert identified for them as a 14.75 kilogram lump of ambergris, which is used to make perfumes after it's been vomited up by sperm whales. It sounds gross, but the sweet-smelling sick is worth £11 a gram, meaning the Wrights find... They made £165,000 from finding some whale sick.
Fucking nice one, mate. But what is it in Australian dollars?
No, that was pounds. I guess in Australian.
Pounds?
In Australian dollars, it's like
let's
three.
Work it out. Where did they find it?
It's about $500,000. It's in South Australia. It's about $500,000.
South Australia.
$500,000 Australian dollar, then. Yeah.
Fucking. Hang on. Now let's work this out. Have you got a minute or two here, lads?
Yeah?
Promise you, because now we ain't got to go out chasing him down and all that. So let's work this out. You got the fella who likes to ring up and sing. He's an Australian, isn't he? He sang Dire Straits for some fucking unknown reason. Are you familiar with him?
Yeah.
Right. And he's still living there. He's going to move to Poland, was he?
Oh, you mean Joe?
He was a contributor in the karaoke. He sang what you call
I know who you mean.
You know that one?
I know who you mean.
You can't catch me, eh?
Yeah, the trans mystic blokey from Australia.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
We know that. Everybody knows that. Fucking hell, did you
Yeah.
know that?
Yeah, knew that. Knew that.
Anyway, we don't want to get into economics. So, hang on, so he's still in Australia, is he now, or is he left to go to live in
No, he's still
Joe's old
there.
house?
He's still there.
Yeah, get him to ring up, man.
He's just gone. He's gone to work. Actually, I just he messaged me on it, said he was going to work. So
Because is he near the beach?
I don't know.
All we ought to do is get hold of somebody in Korea, poison a few whales with that old nuclear power stuff that Hugo was on about. What was it? You were talking, I never heard what Hugo was saying about fucking Tom Cruise.
He said he was a twat. No, he didn't.
Well, I tell you what, he probably ain't, you know. They got They got to have somebody. They're getting in there because it's all made up in it.
Yeah.
It's all fucking made up.
Yeah.
But those Mormons now, you know, I mean, this is communication. This is you're on the satellites and all this. What's going on anyway with all that?
I don't know.
Oh, my mate wanted it. What did you want to address? A point missed in the debate. No, not back to fucking Wales. You wanted to address a point about the Alpha Cup. Another thing. Yeah, go on. Do you want to have a word with Phil? Do you want you got a minute or two?
You can do. I'm completely lost here. I don't know where we are now, Chris. What we are? Scientology, Wales.
You know a bit about that, wouldn't you?
What's that?
It's a way of programming people who accept the Lord Jesus into their life as a sunbeam or something. But they are like, you know, they're a powerhouse, a new way of doing it. But I don't know. But my mate had a run-in with them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they ain't like the Hells Angels or anything.
Yeah.
So, would anybody like to discuss that? Because I've heard it a fucking million times and I can't be asked. I just like the Alpha course. I'm going, Phil, this is about this. What we got to do is sort it out. See how nice. Man, I'm 45 now, you know, and I've had some run-ins with all kinds of things. And we're still here and pumping, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Shouldn't get too worried about what fucking Tom Cruise is up to.
So, well, you want to discuss the Alpha course, you say?
Well, I don't. My mate, he's a bit of a philosopher. I've heard you ain't had a drink, have you? You had a drink? No, we're all sober here. Have a chat with Matt about this. Because they're in the church, you know. Like, you came across them. He pauses a lot, you know that way. So I'll put some music on in the background to make it sound interesting. Because I was going to cut Tom Cruise up and play him back to you. Somebody on the shrine, on Tommy's shrine. Is he coming back?
We don't know.
We think.
Be honest.
We will.
You know, okay, so we will probably be fairly confident in saying that if Tommy comes back to play radio, it won't be to the Sunday night show.
No.
Oh, really?
Another night. We can't get
Well,
up in the morning.
I don't know.
You're confident. You're confident in saying that.
Alpha
I'm not that I know.
What's it all about,
It's
Alpha?
not that I know anything about that. I'm just saying that, you know,
It depends what you think
Well, it's
about.
still on now.
It depends
He's given the phone to me.
how you feel Tom is, how genuine you feel he is, because the last thing he said to us is he's coming back. He can't wait to come back.
Exactly.
So he's coming back.
Is he? Okay.
If you believe, if you trust him 100% implicitly, then Tommy is, in his own words, is coming back. Things obviously change. Things happen. I wouldn't want to comment on his personal life, his business life, or anything. I'd like to say I hope he does come back.
Me too.
He said he will come back. He's having some time to get settled in at Original, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Okay, just if it was me, I wouldn't want to get up. I wouldn't want to work here till 10 o'clock at night and then get up and go and do a breakfast show 8 hours later. That was all.
This coming from the Boydster, who was up all night watching a boxing match and still made it down here after drinking 2-3 bottles of red wine.
That much is true. I think your caller just hung up on you.
Have we gone, Chris? I have to say, Chris, great guy, but I was lost there. I have absolutely no idea what he was going on about. Look, you've got a video lined up for us, Stu. What have you got?
Have I?
Well, yeah, it says...
Yeah, but I can't.
Oh, this is the video.
I'm not allowed to do that.
This is just a bit of it.
Scientologist.
I think it's a privilege to call yourself a Scientologist.
And that's all we're going to play.
No. Oh, you're a spoil sport. No, that's not a swear word, is it?
No, it's not. Answer the phone, for God's sake, will you?
Okay. Hello, Play Radio.
You can look this at another call. And this is call number 8.
Thank you.
Wow.
Oh, I don't even know it.
All right.
Well, what bit of that rhymed, I wonder?
Exactly.
Just the poet and I don't even know it bit at the end.
Yeah, exactly. Hello, Andrew on Skype. Andrew. Hello.
Well, Andrew's on Skype. While we wait to hear from him, who's this on the phone?
I will love it if we beat them.
I will love it if we beat them. What the hell?
Thank you. Yeah, brilliant.
That's good. Thank you.
Is someone on the phone?
Oh, Betty. Hello, Play Radio.
Betty.
Hello.
Frank. Hello, Frank.
Hello?
Go on.
Human Zoo's quite good tonight. Talking of Human Zoo, studio at playradiouk.com. Let's have some more Zara dating emails. Come on, it'll take you 5 minutes to write one out. Why should you date Zara? That's what we want to know. And we've got our first SMS text message as well. Right. It says, if I can find it.
Hi guys, Scott here, listening in the bath. The show is rocking tonight.
Is that it?
That's exactly what it says.
Hang on, let me, the show is, that's the subject.
No, that's it.
Hello, you're on Play Radio.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
I was just phoning about the Scientology thing.
Ah.
Yeah, I was only really kind of caught to listening to Hugo. I don't really listen to most of the callers in, but I was kind of slightly listening to him. And I think he was going on about, or you were going on about, somebody was going on about how they, when there's a medical emergency, how they, I'm not sure what you were saying, but
Okay, so
I know
it's
what their rule is.
I'll tell you what it was, Zara, is that Tom in his video this week.
Is this MySpace Tom? Are you talking?
No, Tom Cruise Tom.
MySpace Tom.
MySpace Tom.
Crikey almighty.
So Tom the old Cruise.
Oh right. Okay.
Basically has said. Let me just scan through this transcript wherever it is. It says, being a Scientologist, when you drive past an accident, it's not like anyone else. It's, you drive past, you know, you have to do something about it. You know that you're the only one who can really help.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you know,
No.
but what he's referring to is there is a requirement if you're a Scientologist that if there's some kind of accident or emergency, like, and it happened at 7/7 in this country in London, the Scientologists are required to go to the scene of the accident and stop any doctors or nurses helping injured people.
Right.
Because they disagree with conventional medicine.
Right. That's interesting.
Yeah, so that's what he's referring to, I think.
Oh, okay.
You have to earn it. And because a Scientologist does, he or she has the ability to create new and better realities and improve conditions.
Bollocks!
Being Scientologist.
Do we create bollocks? Does bollocks count as a swear word?
It does.
Really?
Uh-huh.
And it's just like, it's something
Okay,
that...
like, if you're watching it, he blatantly looks brainwashed.
If you wait for a second, if you bring it up again now.
You know, with anything that LRH does, but that policy to me has really gone, boy. And there's a time I went through and I said, you know what? When I read it, I just went, this is it.
This
is exactly it. Being a Scientologist, when you drive past an accident, it's not like anyone else. As you drive past, you know you have to do something about it because you know you're the only one that can really help. But that's what drives me, is that...
You're the only one that can help?
Yeah. Well, that's what Zara's saying, is their rules
That's
are.
what they believe, yeah.
They are naive.
Well...
It's a good job they're not a bunch of ambulance chasers, that's all I can say. In it.
Yes,
In it,
yeah.
safe.
In it.
I mean, it's all a bit of a shame. I mean, there is a guy who's actually got a position in university, like a research position. He's funded to look into the Scientologists and the harm that they cause. And I went to his talk once, and even in that kind of situation, he can't talk that openly because Scientologists were there to record him and to write down what he's saying, and because they so intimidate people that speak out against them, and they do cause a lot of havoc in people's lives. But he was still able to say certain things that they'd done to people, like locking people up in rooms for like days on end if they try and speak out against Scientology, and look through, spy on them, get all their neighbours, or sort of feed lots of sort of lies to their neighbours.
Zara, I don't mean to interrupt, but isn't locking someone in a room for a few days so they can't talk about Scientology, kidnapping, isn't doing things like, playing with people's lives? Can they not be arrested and indicted for this? Can the FBI not do anything about this?
Well, they do get into court quite often, but obviously they've got lawyers and people, all the way through the system who are on their side as well. And they do go through battles, and they have been found guilty of certain things as well as innocent. So, there are lots of cases where they've been found guilty of doing, very criminal activities. But obviously they're very well funded financially. They're a very large organisation, and they're pretty strong. They're nowhere near as strong as they like to make out, though. Because
No.
they say, I think their report is something like they've got 500,000 members, but it's actually only 50,000 or something in the entire world.
And most of them live in Hollywood.
Yeah, and actually, if you think about it, 50,000 is a very small amount of members for a religion when you think about how famous they are and how well known they are globally.
Indeed, yeah.
So they're very good at marketing, but actually there aren't that many of them.
Yeah. That's
One of the other things that I found most fascinating about this guy, L. Ron Hubbard, about when he set it up, is the question of, does he believe in what he was talking about, or did he knowingly just set this up for a bit of a laugh?
Is this all a practical joke?
Now,
Yeah.
I seem to remember it. Now, I don't know where I read it, and maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I didn't read it. Maybe it was someone else's point of view. But I heard somewhere. I'm sure I read or heard that actually L. Ron had come out before he died and said that is exactly what it was. Is that he was surprised that people started following this way, as he really only wrote it as just a bunch of mindless pap that he was writing in a book.
Yes, he said all of that. And also, one of the most amazing things is that he's got all these kind of levels of hierarchy that you can get up to. You know, once you pass one level, you go up to this other level.
Level
of course,
7,
right
I think, isn't it?
At the top of the pyramid, nobody knows what those levels are because you're not permitted to know until you get up there. But of course, nobody ever gets up there.
Yeah, a level. I believe that Tom's a level 7. No, is it a level 2, which is which kind of intimates that he's second in command or something like that, or it's level 7. One. I can't remember which way it runs. Anyway, apparently I think from just something I was reading during the week is apparently that Tom is considered to be a second in command of the Church of Scientology. Apparently.
Who's a clear, as they call it, or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
But the very, very top people, L. Ron Hubbard said, are called, with a slight mispronunciation, I'm not sure exactly how the mispronunciation goes, but it's basically, they're called assholes. And that's what he names them.
That's great.
And there's a couple of other things like that that he called these things in a slightly, just a few accents of like, it's something like, stupid idiots or something, but he changes it to like stupidio idiotica or something like that.
That's great.
I like it. I like it.
I'm just going to read you something here that I read during the week, which was to do with Scientology, and it's an interview with Andrew Morton, who wrote the unofficial Tom Cruise autobiography, or biography, shall I say. And he was asked first of all if he'd asked Tom for an interview for the book, and he said, I asked Tom for an interview and he declined. The Church of Scientology has got a very controversial reputation, and that is what he is linked with. An unauthorised biography would essentially be a compromise. I want to investigate it without any kind of fetters, he says. And he says that Rogers and Cowan, the publicity firm that represent Cruise, issued a statement criticising Andrew Morton for not interviewing the one person who has known or worked with Tom in the past 25 years. And Morton says, well, I've been working on this for 2 years. I've interviewed everybody from scriptwriters to producers to actors to actresses to teachers to girlfriends to pupils to Scientologists to people who have audited him. And it goes on to say that there were reports that you were threatened by Scientologists while making this book. And Morton says, in fairness to them, they haven't harassed me. They sent me threatening legal messages, as they were entitled to do, which I think is almost kind of coming out and saying that, although he wasn't threatened, he was physically, he was legally threatened. And so it goes on to say that, here we go, it says, you say in your book that Cruise is second in command in the Church of Scientology. What evidence do you have? Andrew Morton says, Scientology would be a shadow of what it is today if it had not been for the involvement of Tom Cruise. He's the poster boy. More than that, he's been recruiting fellow celebrities like Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith. More than that, he's been the front man for the organisation, not just bringing people in, but seeing all the politicians, the movers, the shakers in society, to proselytize, I don't know, I can't even pronounce that, for his faith. I guess that means advertise his faith. In a way, he has also compromised himself as an actor by some of his behaviour and some of his attacks, for example on Brooke Shields for taking drugs for postpartum depression, that alienated a lot of his fans, especially women. What happens when they try to recruit? It's not like, here's a leaflet, sign up. It's a slow and gradual process that could take a number of years. In order to give his faith someone respectability, they always feel that if you've got celebrities in, it brings people in. I've lost count of the number of people I've spoken to, former Scientologists, who have said to me, I joined because I thought if it's good enough for Tom Cruise, it's good enough for John Travolta, then it's good enough for me. which I mean is just smacking of a cult, isn't it? And then the big question he was asked is: you say in your book that Scientologists is to blame for the Tom Cruise Nicole Kidman breakup, and it says, what happened is that Nicole started to pull away from Scientology. She said in an interview that there was a bit of Scientology in her, a bit of Buddhism, and a bit of Catholicism. That sent alarm bells ringing inside Scientology, and Tom was sent in, took this course, which is called the PTSSP, which I think is something to do with the... it's like a retraining course. I can't remember what PTSSP stands for. Yeah, something like that. It says, which is to basically anchor yourself to the faith and to treat the outside world with more suspicion because it's a self-contained, cocooned world. You become more distant from the people who no longer believe in you. Why no longer believe in... Sorry, I'll start again. You become distant from the people who no longer believe in you, who no longer believe in the faith, and one of those was Nicole Kidman. Having said all that, when Nicole was sitting after the breakup and sobbing into a handkerchief and saying to her friend, "Why did he leave?" she had no real answer. She was always seen as somewhat of a problem because her father is a psychiatrist, and Scientologists loathe psychiatry.
Yeah, they do.
And that was basically, yeah.
It is officially a cult. I mean, there's like a US and UK official definitions of what is classed as a cult and is.
It does say that Katie Holmes, although she doesn't have a contract with Tom Cruise, was once they indoctrinated her into Scientology, she was very soon afterwards. She found herself alienated from her friends. She found herself surrounded by Scientologists. She got rid of her manager and her management team. Yeah.
Well, that's what they do. I mean, I think, it's reasonably harmless, apart from you being rather thick when you're doing it.
Yeah. I'm not saying there's any harm in it. I'm just questioning that you hear all these people going on about, all the celebrities about whether or not Scientology, they're all sort of advocating that they're Scientologists and this, that, and the other. And I'm just questioning: is Scientology something that is worth following? I mean, is it worth looking into? I don't know. I mean, or do you think that? And as Hugo said, yes, it's a set of beliefs that they believe, but is it going to do me good? I mean, is my day-to-day life going to be enriched by the fact that I know this, or is it just going to be exactly the same as what it always is? That's the question.
It'd be quite different. I do know a little bit about it and about how it works. I think at the initial stages, I mean, obviously you do have to pay a fair bit of money for like the books and the courses and that kind of thing.
Surprise.
But apart from that, I mean, what they do is the way that they get you in, first of all, they get you to fill out lots of questions and go through various interviews. And what they do is they show you through these questionnaires about how your life is not very fulfilled and how it could be so much better. And actually, they say, like on these questionnaires, they have questions such as, has it ever gone through your mind that your friends might not like you as much as you think they do?
Yep.
Have you ever thought that people might be talking about you? Have you ever thought that you could achieve a lot more? Have you ever thought that people don't appreciate your creativity? Stuff like that. So the answers are yes, no, or maybe. And they've got 100 of them. And basically, however many, whatever you do, of course you're going to say, well, yeah, sometimes I suppose I have had that thought, because every human in the world has had thoughts like that.
Yeah.
But what they do is, they tell you that, okay, so this means that actually these people aren't supporting you enough. You're worth a lot more than this. If you do our courses, we're going to show you how you can use all the great qualities that you have that have been suppressed by your friends and family because they don't believe in you. We believe in you. And so if you do this, then you're going to have a great life. Now, the thing is that some of these courses are very good. They're kind of like life coaching courses, that they'll make you feel a lot more confident in yourself. But how they tie you in is that once you've done that course, then you have to then do the next one or the next stage, because you think that things are better now. Wow, just wait until you do the next one, because have a look in your life. Haven't you still got a bit of self-doubt? Haven't you still got some fear?
So what they do is they find the tiny little things that make you insecure and prey on them until you're scared enough to give in.
Yeah.
What a load of fucking bollocks! It's all completely shite. What a load of fucking wankers!
Can I ask a question? Can I ask a question?
Good luck.
Can I ask a question? What are we doing with the money that's going into the pot?
What are you, or what are they doing with it?
No. I mean, I'm talking about Matt's swearbox pot that he's putting money into every time he swears.
£13 now, and I only brought 15 with me, so I've only got 2.
So can I then say that I'm putting bags on the money, because I've had to sit and listen to your diatribe all night.
Well, we have to listen to it too.
Okay, then we'll give £1 away
Thanks,
to
Zara. Thanks. Okay, brilliant. That's great. Now, would we or would we not be naive to think that people didn't talk about us?
People talk about us all the time.
Exactly. I mean, do you think I'm not in the office at work and I walk out of the office and somebody will immediately start talking about you because you're not there?
Well,
That's what happens.
A little bit, but not that much, because nobody actually gives a shit about anybody else very much at all.
Who gives a flying monkey?
Listen, Zara, beautiful call. We're still getting some, hopefully going to get some more letters before 10 o'clock, but I'm going to cut you off. We're going to go to a break, and then we're going to come back and see what's going on.
PlayRadioUK.com. Just great music.
The sort of people we want to respond to this commercial will only be interested in one fact. So here it is. £60,000 a year. Cue the money music. You see, we only want greedy people to apply to be telesales agents for us. People that won't care about the fact that no experience is necessary and that you'll be selling the newest, hottest product in TV. No, greedy people are only interested in on-target earnings of £60,000 a year. Greed is good. To find out more, call Play TV UK Limited on 08702 432 961.
Hi, join me, Steve Phillips, on Friday between 7 and 12 UK time, easing you into the classic 80s weekend with your calls, emails and gossip, the best 80s tunes, and when you're all weekend out, join me on Sunday night between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. UK time to get you back to working week.
PlayRadioUK.com. Planet Earth's local station. Beware.
Play the jingle!
This show may offend. Jovial juxtaposition. The Tommy Boyd Show on Play Radio UK.
So, what was that, caller?
Play the jingle, newsflash!
A news flash or a sports flash?
News flash.
Sunday night sports roundup
with
me, Alan Caddick, on PlayRadioUK.com.
Call number 9.
Here's what's this program for sports flash. At the Masters snooker, Mark Shelby has took a 7-3 lead now, with Stephen Lee on the table. He's got one, and he's 2. He's got his choices looking on the black. Hang on with the Brexit product stop making his mono.
It's live on the scene coverage.
Game ever, snooker. Like I say, it's the best of 19 frames, so I'm assuming it's first to 10 to win, isn't it?
It is, yes. No, wait a minute. First to 9.
No, it's 19.
No, 19. Oh,
sorry,
sorry, 19. Yes, first to 10.
First to 10 to win. Well, there's 9-0 on the scoreboard, and the referee now, it's the female one. She is so fit.
Great. He's going to wipe the floor with him, isn't he?
Her name was.
I don't know. It'll tell you at the beginning, probably.
Okay.
Thanks, Alan.
Thank you very much for Alan. That was brilliant.
Sunshine, pink sunshine. Do you know what, Matt? I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to go and find some way of downloading that to listen to on the way home.
Oh, really?
While Ian's playing something that's totally boring, kind of, I don't know, the same thing I heard on the way down from Virgin.
Okay, you do that, yeah.
Well, he's playing that. I'm going to have to listen to something...
someone's called in.
Alright, guys.
Hello?
Hey, who's this?
It's Scott. Having a listen in the bath to you guys.
How are you, Scott?
I'm alright, man. Hey, that Chris that calls you, he's got to be the best thing on the radio, isn't he?
Isn't
he is either a really good actor or he's a genuine loon.
Isn't his mind just... the way his mind works is brilliant, isn't it? It's just... The thinkings that go on, it's brilliant.
I just have this picture of him in this sort of flat, council flat, high-rise.
Yeah.
This room with this brown settee, brown old car.
Hyperspace, as he calls it, yeah.
And him and his mate just lying on the floor with bottles of cider.
And a big bong. Some sort of hooker with long tubes.
It's brilliant.
You know what, Phil? I think this is fucking amazing. Oh, no! I've only got one swear word left.
That's it. That's great.
And then he's just completely off on another tack, isn't he?
It's great. The way his mind works is brilliant. I love it.
Great show,
Scott,
guys.
thanks, Scott. You're not still in the bath, are you?
I am, yeah.
Oh, do you know what? You always have that worrying thought of where people are when they're listening to you. It's like, yeah.
It doesn't worry me, to be honest. What I want to know, Scott, is are you a bubble bath man or strictly water?
Strictly water.
Yeah, you see, bubble bath makes me feel all greasy and minging when I get out. I don't feel clean.
I've got to the point of putting stuff and sitting in stuff, and then when you get out of the bath, you must surely be covered in it.
Yeah.
You must have a residue on you.
Yeah, it's like bath salts and all that rubbish, isn't it? Do you know
but
what I mean?
normally after I've had a bath, I normally stand up, let the water out, and have a quick shower as well.
That's
wow.
exactly the way to do it.
That is dedication.
That's the relaxing of the bath and the cleaning of the shower.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's a good show.
I can't do baths, man. I just get bored.
No, it's great. Sit nice.
Radio on.
Yeah, exactly. A nice hot bath.
Brilliant. That's amazing. Right, I'm just off for a bath now.
Great. Thanks, Scott. Take it easy, mate. Have a good week. All right.
Yeah. Cheers for calling in, mate.
Take care. Good stuff.
God, yeah. Was that phone again already?
I think it is. Yeah.
Jeez. They've done that 151 thing.
Hello.
Fucking hell, come on, fucking hell, figure. Hang on. Fancy putting that on you.
It's terrible, isn't it?
Check it. My mate put that on. That was taking the piss, wasn't it?
It's good. I like that.
Yeah,
Give
but
me a-
it's taking the piss, and the other kid's taking the piss. Now unfortunately, I want to be serious Hey, get that money you're playing off, Phil, and get over there, get on the phone, and tell him your philosophical quandaries that you've been having since the fucking day I bumped into you. Yeah, it's got wheels and everything in it.
All right.
Yeah, you ready for this?
Yeah, go on then.
Only taking the piss, because you don't ask him anything that he doesn't want to interview with. But he reckons himself, of course, is a little bit too... We're all damned, I think it is.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Yeah, Phil. Have a word with him. Find out who it is. Right. But don't tell him your real name, Phil.
No, all right.
Hello.
Name's not Phil then.
Hello, Phil.
Hello, Phil.
Hello, Stu.
Hello, mate. How are you?
Well, I just thought I'd have a bit of a chat. We've had a few things mentioned tonight.
Yeah.
Most of them have been bouncing around in Chris's mind and bombarding back at me.
And that's some mind, isn't it, Phil?
Yeah, that's the way it is. Well, I think ethics is an interesting topic.
Yeah.
And a good one is to ask the listeners to ask themselves, if somebody asked you whether you'd kill somebody or they'd put a bullet in your head, you know, what would you do?
Not too graphic. It's radio.
And what's this got to do with the ethical systems that lie behind all religions? Because,
yeah,
I mean, I know that's like the ideal of the Christian religion.
Yeah.
But it turns out if you read a bit about other religions,
Yeah.
and well, Hinduism and Buddhism both seem to admire that ethic.
They're all the same, aren't they? Really, when it comes down to it, they're all just sort of like following a set of ethics that they've set out for themselves, aren't they?
Yeah. Well,
Exactly.
I think it would sort of come down to the idea of egotism and whether sort of you're compelled to harm others in order to survive, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Would you shoot someone or shoot yourself if you had to?
I think I'd take the bullet.
You would.
But if they tortured me, I would shoot them. I mean, I think you can torture anybody into doing anything.
I think there's a situation where that it's an okay to shoot someone.
Oh,
Isn't it?
he's back.
See, Zara likes a bit of torture, Phil.
Zara torture, not my bent. But if she likes philosophers and if she thinks I'm any good, I'd better make me play out.
Yeah, you better get your play out then. Yeah, come on, Phil.
I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you back to Chris now.
All right, mate.
Under stress. All this chatting.
There's something else to do. Hey, I tell you what, he climbs fucking mountains as well.
Does he? Good show, that,
Professor
mate.
Physics.
Good show, mate. Good show.
What are you on about?
Hey?
Oh, you're checking the piss. That's the trouble with those fucking pair. They just take the piss all the fucking while.
Who's taking the piss?
And the fact of them is, now here you are.
Who's taking the piss?
This, right?
What?
Now, you were running a book.
I was.
Alan ringing in, wasn't
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
Now, I know Tommy likes a bit. Now, I happen to know that old Eduardo,
Yeah.
or whatever he is. Anyway,
Yeah.
as we know,
Yeah.
the man likes Sevi Ballesteros, and anybody who likes Sevi Ballesteros knows what he's talking about, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah.
And so, he's a bit of a I don't think those odds were right.
What the odds that I've put down for?
You read them out again and just see how we're going with these.
Well, yeah.
odds.
Okay, so
over 10 is 1 to 5.
Right. What? Hang on, get a pen. Because I know where he is, you know. I'll go around and fucking do it.
Over 15. Over 15 is 4 to 11.
Over 15. Oh, well, hang on, over 15.
Over 20 is 5 to 6.
Hang on, that should be about fucking. Oh, I can't work these up. Go on, I'm writing them down.
Over 25 is 11 to 10.
Who made these up? Have you been in touch with any bookmates?
Yeah, William Hill and Ladbrokes, they had a wank and whoever came first decided on what it would be.
What? Hang on, having a wank. Right,
And
so,
over 30 was 17 to 2.
and who's holding the bet then?
yeah, Ladbrokes.
Hang on, Ladbroke. Well, how am I going to have a fucking bet?
Well, what you do is you phone up Ladbrokes and tell them that you want to take the
yeah,
Alan
like
Caddick
they've heard
bet.
of this fucking bet with them. Now, what we got to do? You got any money on you, Phil?
Well, I've got
Right.
14
Can we
quid
have
in
a
here.
bid? Can people Skype him when nothing's happening? So how many is he going to make? We can rig this.
Well, not very many at the minute.
I'll tell
You've
you
been
what,
on the phone
see
for
if you
about...
Get the gambling kid on. See if he... And we'll go around and when we're about right, we'll have a couple of quid, bit of spread betting.
All right.
And when we're about right, I'll just put an hand over... I'll put some ether over his mouth and...
What you should do is get on Betfair.com where you can make your own bets.
Betfair,
up.
How
That's
do
it.
I have a bet on the Alan Caddick debacle?
Well, don't you have to-
He said debacle.
Didn't you have to create your own betting on there? I guess.
Yeah, but you should be doing this.
Well-
You're the fucking... You started it all off. You wet me whistle. for this
Then what we'll
bet,
do
you.
is...
Well, I did no such thing.
Well, hello.
Anyway, you got loads of birds in you.
No, what? Matt's got loads of birds.
What?
Yeah, well, I've seen you under what's it now, mate. I don't know it. You're a good-looking lad. You hang about with all them Miss World.
Yeah,
types,
Miss England, only once a year. I don't hang about with them constantly the whole year. It's not me and
you know,
100
once a
finals.
year is enough to get the phone numbers. So is the boss being in?
I tell you what, mate. I get emailed. I get sent a comprehensive list of every girl, their name, their title, their home address, their email address, their phone number at home, their mobile number. Obviously, I have to sign confidentiality agreements, so I can't give any of it out ever. And once it's done, it gets burnt and binned, so no one can find it. But you know, for a small period of time, albeit for business reasons only, I do have all their contact details. It is quite a thing to behold.
Up on the wall.
Have you got any of the dirty knickers? You can knock them out, you know. You know, if the
there's a
advertising don't
thought.
go so well.
There's a thought.
See if we can get up some more. Well, no, I mean, I'm not terrible like that. I'm not.
Maybe what we could do is get Matt to get the sort of the bikinis that are after the event, you know, after the Miss World event, and then we could give them away.
I tell you
Well, I
what,
don't even know if I'm
right
working
up
this
Joe
year.
Street. He's a bit of an old lech, you know. So what's happened? He's gone home.
He's gone home.
Do you mind a recap before?
So he's gone.
Right, quick,
coming up.
Chris,
A quick-
recap from Stu. Then we've got to take a break.
Of course you have, man. Right, he set a he talks...
I said quick recap, Chris.
Oh, go on. He'd like to kill you. You can either kill yourself or do somebody else. I prefer the Bowie and Ashes.
I thought the Bowie Ashes to Ashes was better as well. Thank you.
Yes, fuck it. Right.
In fact-
Flunk to flunky. Here comes...
Mate,
I got a tune.
in fact, the same question was asked.
I've never heard a tune like this.
Somebody asked the same question on the on Ian Lee's show last week, and even Ian said that the Bowie one was better than the
I
Tears
ain't
for
been
Fears.
listening in. It's been remiss of me. I've been listening in to the bus in the morning.
Have you? How do
yeah.
you think it's been going? All right.
He's all right. He's educating the girls, isn't he?
Yeah, isn't he? Yeah.
And I tell you what, they'll feel it when they go. I bet you they tingle when they fucking when he leaves the
I
office.
bet. Yeah.
Right.
I can tell you what. I quite like the sound of the newsreader chick. You know, the one that was the dog handler.
Well, now you mention it, yes, and she had the what's it. Well, I wouldn't know. I'm not like that, so I wouldn't go like having a look and a profile.
Oh,
yeah,
I've not
but
been
that's
there.
And she reckons they're collie dogs or something.
Yeah, like that. But she just sounds very nice. She's got a very nice
They're
voice.
easy to get hold of. It's them fucking pit bulls, the tricky ones. There's a fellow up in Manchester can handle them, I think.
Yeah.
Chris, mate, let's have a quick recap from Stu.
All right. I will ring you back and annoy you, know.
All right, mate. That's
all
good.
right, ta-ra.
Ta-da, mate.
You know the bank charges thing?
Hang on, this could be Alan.
You. When I go out, yeah, I know I'm gonna be.
I'm 2 and 8, aren't I?
The man who doesn't know with you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
If I get drunk,
I'm 2 and 8.
I thought
I was 3 and 7.
be the man who gets drunk next to you.
This is the break.
Turn up that reverb.
I'm gonna be the man who
The Tommy Boyd Show.
I'm
Sundays
2 and
from
8.
7
Oh,
p.m.
you
UK
what?
time,
I'm at
only
2
on
and
Play
8.
Radio UK. On the on-stream loading.
Right.
Playing the greatest hits
I can't
of the
believe I
80s,
missed it.
70s, and today. To Planet Earth, live from the south coast of England. This is Play Radio UK. Warning, the show you're about to listen to may contain strong language and the content might offend. Distinctively
get rid of this shit, will you?
distasteful. This is the top...
Yeah, thank you. Get the phone call on the air. Let's get all these through first, are we?
Play the jingles to it.
Please, Dingle! Only if you're going to say something. Okay.
Sunday night sport roundup with Alan Caddick.
Yes, very good. Yeah, go on then. Oh, you see your phone
See,
up. You're trying to play the
chicken,
jungle. And
chicken,
you do that. Fade that one up.
Oh,
Hello,
I've
Peter.
stopped.
How are you, mate?
Which one? This one?
Yeah, you're already done, mate.
Have we?
Pete, how are you, mate?
Hello.
Hello, mate. How are you?
I'm alright. How are you two lads?
Oh, very good, thank you, mate. Very good.
Pucker.
Excellent. First of all, I just want Zara to know that my mother has been out to Tesco and has stocked up on hula hoops.
What flavour?
Oh, it's got original and barbecue beef.
Bacon flavour ones were the best, and those mini hula hoops in the bacon flavour were top notch.
Prawn cocktail all the way for me.
Nah.
Definitely prawn cocktail.
Come on. Anyway,
Right,
sorry,
first
Pete.
of
Go
all-
on, mate. Yeah, go on.
That's right. I just wanted to speak a bit about YouTube and some of the highly intelligent people with amazing opinions.
Yes, mate. Go on, then.
Okay, well, for instance, I think I've made a new...
Sorry, carry on.
Was that Alan?
That was call number 10.
That was Alan's call number 10.
Yeah. Sorry, you were
Right,
saying.
okay. Sorry, I think I've made a friend called Will Nan1 who says, "Hello, I suggest that people that have a problem with Star Trek fans, i.e. you, Randy Lawford, should get a girlfriend and stop living in their mother's basements. I am concerned about delusions they may develop, such as linking everything they see with American nationalism. Please don't be offended by this comment. I just want you to know that all of us Trekkies are here to help psychopathic egomaniacs such as yourself." And another one. Here's a good one, Scott Pens. He's put, "This limey retard obviously hasn't got the foggiest idea of what Star Trek is about.
That's
Has he ever
brilliant.
seen an episode of the original series, or any of the first 6 movies? Everyone's entitled to an opinion, but not an ignorant opinion."
Star Trek is the new Scientology.
We do have someone on the phone.
Hello.
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 Hello. I Japanese stereotype.
Uh-huh. Oh, where you from?
How much you pay whale sick?
Whale sick, £11.
You be ripped off.
You are?
I
Really?
do it.
Do you repair clocks?
5 quid.
Are you a clockmaker?
5 quid.
5 quid?
And I throw in decongestant for Randy, who has very, very congested voice.
Oh,
very good.
Very good.
Very good.
Okay.
Oh, we have 69 for the whale sick, no? No.
Right,
Very
Peter,
good, yeah.
So you're having a rant, Peter, at Randy because he doesn't like Star Trek.
No,
yeah?
Peter wasn't. Pete was getting messages because he was getting
But
messages.
it's obvious that there's an undercurrent between you and Randy. I mean, you've had a few Barneys on air before with us, haven't you?
A few, one.
One,
perhaps.
Well, it depends what you deem as a few. More than none would be a few.
Yes.
Right, so you've had a Barney with him. Don't fuck
Well,
with
I've
me.
just come on here to appreciate some of the uses of YouTube.
Yes. Okay.
They're very good.
They are very good. I tend to agree more with Randy, to be honest with you.
Well, maybe I do as well.
Well, but you can't admit it because then that would mean that you might actually secretly like him.
In a sexual way?
Well, that you said it.
Whatever
not me,
way you
mate.
took it.
However you want it. Hello, you're on the phone. I prefer this.
Sunshine, sunshine.
Yeah, okay. We're getting carried away with the Pink Sunshine thing tonight, aren't we?
I need to look up the pictures of Fuzzbox.
Yeah, get a picture of Fuzzbox on it. Oh, hello, you're on the phone.
You know that referee I was talking about earlier?
Yeah.
Her name is Michaela Tabb, and she's the leading female referee in
Cab.
snooker.
Was that Call a Cab?
Oh, right, okay. Thanks, Alan.
Thanks, cheers. That's call 11.
Yes.
Log it. We're nearing the 15 mark. The odds are getting better. So, what is your opinion on Star Trek then, Pete?
Oh, I don't have one. I just want to read those comments. Anyway, what I was calling to speak about was that there's been a follow-up to Two Girls, One Cup called One Girl, One Picture.
Uh-huh.
And I wonder if you've seen it yet, Matt, because I know, pooing on each other isn't your thing, so maybe something about weeing and drinking wee is more to your taste.
One girl, one picture? Or pitcher?
Pitcher.
As in the American word for a big glass?
Yes.
Like pitcher and piano.
No, you see, people drink their own urine and that. It's meant to be good for you. That doesn't... But when some girl diarrheas into a pint glass and the other one...
I would recommend that you view this new video. It's got quite a funny soundtrack as well.
What's it called? Sorry? One girl, one picture?
No, one girl, one picture is spelt... The ones are just written numerically as one.
Wow.
That's another call for me.
Thanks, Alan.
Brilliant. Cheers, Alan. That's call number 12. Wow. He's knocking them out tonight, isn't he?
Yeah.
For want of a better word.
Cool. Oh, look, I'm not going to find it. Oh, look, well, I might find it because Safe Search was on Google, so...
Safe Search. Why would you have Safe Search when you've got the internet? It's ridiculous.
I know. That's quite sad, isn't it?
Yeah. So, One Girl, One Picture is officially dropped. Ironic. It's just a bolt, right? Fine.
Ready?
We're looking at it now, Pete.
Well, we're trying to.
We're trying to, yeah. Stu's doing his thing.
It's waiting for One Girl, One Picture.
Yeah, right, listen, people, listeners, contributors, however you want to deem yourself, wankers, I don't care. Oh, I've run out of money, I can't put... Right, IOUs.
There we go, look, there we go. It's got great porn music. Brilliant.
She's actually got somebody holding the glass and holding up her labia for us.
Nice, look at that.
She don't look bad, actually.
Yeah, it's a shame that, isn't it? And you know that now she looks quite fit, but you know she drinks piss.
Wow, she drinks piss, doesn't she?
Fuck me, she does as well, doesn't she? Hello on the phone.
Oh no, she's going to drink his piss as well.
Big sunshine, big sunshine. That's 12.
Oh mate, not only is she drinking his piss, she's got it now she's got a see-through top because she's drinked her own piss down her front.
Yeah, and she's tied up as well.
Oh my goodness. Oh!
Is she shitting in his mouth?
Or he's shitting in hers, yeah.
If that's a him, he's got a very well-presented behind.
Well, in which case then, yes, she is shitting in his mouth.
Can we please get rid of that?
Hey, look at that face load, nice. No, that's another chick, look. That's brilliant. Thanks, Pete.
Okay, that's all. Bye-bye.
Ta-ra, mate.
Not laughing matter. You want to see me vomit on?
No, that's great. Oh, that's brilliant. So anyway, where were we? Alan call log at 12.
We have someone on the phone.
Oh, hello on the phone. Hello.
Alan Gunnick is call number 13.
Whoa, I don't know. Wait, what are you going to do? A sports report update for us? Come on. Randy says Matt's retching is surprisingly amusing.
I'm glad he finds it funny. Sorry, I don't want people to see me being sick.
Okay, then why don't you disappear off into the toilet and take a break, and I'll come back round there, and then when you come back, you can switch back again.
I'm holding it down.
Thanks.
I'm just worried in case.
I hope you don't, because if you do, I am.
It'll be like one of them scenes out of a comedy programme. I'll barf on you, you'll barf on me. And,
yeah.
Well, there's no one else to barf on, so
no.
that'll be it.
So I'm guessing now wouldn't be a good point in time then to have the conversation about what happened last week and what got glossed over.
Hang on, we've got a phone call. Hello.
Stevie, it's Martin here. Can I just jump in and ask you about the guy that came on today? Yeah. And about accents.
Well, yeah, I mean,
you make
Well, and what sort of accent do you want to hear? I mean,
your repertoire, please.
yeah, I have to do all American
Go on.
accents from right across from New York to right across the other
Give
side.
us New York.
Well, you want me to do a New York accent?
Well, I know that's early. You probably haven't warmed up, but give it a go.
Hey, Martin, how are you going?
That's very good. Can you do West Coast, LA?
Howdy, fella. How are you?
Very good.
That's awful.
Yeah. Randy, hello, mate.
Good evening.
It's the king of YouTube.
The twat of YouTube, according to all these
Yeah.
sad cunts who like Star Trek. I looked at
You've really upset the apple cart there, mate, haven't you?
We've got someone on the phone with us as well.
I love it. There's nothing more stimulating than being called a twat by someone who you know still lives with their mother on Sunday night.
It starts.
That's brilliant. Who's on the phone as well? Hello? I would love it if
Nice
we beat
try,
them.
but-
Yeah, that's great. What you said about footballers? Like, what you said about them when we played Leeds? That's what he says.
Brilliant
Good stuff.
Right, well, Randy,
King Kev.
Randy, Stu's about to tell me what we glossed over last week.
One Kevin Keegan. Sorry, mate.
You're
No,
about-
we'll finish the call with Randy first.
Okay.
But the phones are going non-stop. Hello?
Good evening, it's G-Man Jr. again.
Good evening, G-Man. Hit that button, Matt.
Good evening.
No, hit that.
No.
Hit that.
I want to hear
pink.
Oh, right.
Come on. I can't believe you have that. I'm impressed.
Great
somewhere in my house have that album.
So do I somewhere as well, I've got to say.
I'm not ashamed to say it.
Me either. Was the blonde chick not hot?
Now, I know the one at the front had pink hair,
Yeah.
obviously.
Oh, maybe it was the one with the pink hair.
No, I don't know. See, I always thought the main singer was a bit of alright.
Yeah, no, she was a guitarist, the one that I...
Was she the one with the round spectacles?
No.
No,
I
that
don't-
was that the drummer?
That was the drummer.
Remember.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll tell you what, they've tripled their yearly wage just on PRS alone
That's
tonight.
it. I tell you, we
Have you played enough of it for PRS? I'm just going to the website so that I can
more than 10 seconds, and it counts as a PRS play.
Really? I
Oh,
think we're
really?
getting away with it twice then.
Yeah, it's great
Oh,
stuff.
Here we are. I have a picture.
Ooh,
I have the Pink Sunshine Fuzzbox website.
where are you getting that from?
Just type Fuzzbox into old Google.
Fuzzbox. Yeah, but I'm a bit worried about all the porn that's going to come up if I type.
Randy, have you any idea what these two are going on about?
The first
I haven't, but I know full well that the first thing I'm going to do tomorrow is get on eBay and try and find out with spending some of my hard-earned money on something that is ultimately
Now,
going
I've
to turn
got- I've
out
got
to
a
probably
picture of
be
the album
as
that I've got.
disappointing as a night with, someone who's disappointing.
Oh.
Zara, perhaps.
Nice. Hang on, just say.
Ah,
G-Man,
right.
are you looking at the GeoCities website?
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute. Here we go.
Go to
Look.
photos. And
Yeah,
there's a picture of the album, and they look all kind of dressed up.
International
Yeah,
Rescue. Do you
Okay,
remember that one?
For those who are just sat there wondering, oh, techno babble geeks on the run, if you go to geocities.com,
Yeah,
that's
it was-
GeoCities.com, and have a look at the gallery, you'll get
It was the chick in the front with the bare midriff.
Yes. Oh, yes.
And then my second favourite
Oh,
was the
yes.
my second favourite was the one with the keyboards on the right.
Now, I'm also informed if you go to the YouTube that Randy has been banging on about, I think many people might have heard of, and type in Fuzzbox, you'll get some videos, and I believe that some of them are quite good.
Oh,
Bit of nostalgia. for all of you.
there's only 35 minutes of the show left. I haven't got time. I haven't got time.
Next week, a Fuzzbox special.
Fuzzbox special next
I wonder
week.
if we could get one of them on the phone.
Love is the... No, wait a minute. There, International Rescue by Fuzzbox.
That was kind of like a Thunderbird-ish
This
song,
was
I believe.
Yeah, and the video was fucking excellent.
Sorry, Randy, are you still there, mate?
Yeah, I'm quite enjoying this. It's like listening to people in an old folks' home, isn't it? Reminiscing about the war. Brilliant.
It is, basically, yeah.
Friends reunited, isn't it?
Here it is. Look at the women in this. Look at that.
Dear me.
Men in... Oh,
No,
she's
not her.
whipping
Yeah,
him.
she's whipping him.
Pardon?
Look at that. She was
Are
hot
you
as
playing
fuck.
International Rescue now?
Yeah.
Are you going...
Wow, they spent a lot of money on this video.
Oh, mate.
It's got that typical effect from the 80s videos where their hair kind of translucently looks weird against
There's
the
the
background.
blonde. Look at the blonde.
Good thing that nobody lit a match. There's so much hairspray in that room.
Yes. She's quite hot.
Thunderbird.
So was this used for a Thunderbirds movie or something?
I don't know. Who cared whether it was used for a
No,
Thunderbirds
I don't
movie?
even
Look
think
at that.
I
She
don't
is
even think
cute,
it
isn't
tied
she?
in with any of the Thunderbirds re-releases, but I think it was just great.
It was brilliant.
I have to disagree. I think
G-Man,
that was piss poor.
G-Man, I've got to tell you, you've absolutely made my night by bringing up that one random comment earlier on. Thank you very much indeed, mate.
It's been a pleasure.
Have fun. I'll
Yes,
speak to you
mate.
next
Take care.
week. Ta-da,
Bye.
mate. Bye-bye. Oh, excellent.
As soon as you hang up the
Carcass,
phone...
have you got a second there?
We've got 2 seconds.
Yeah, will you fucking pack it in, will you? You just shut up for a minute, you fucking pig. Go turn that media player there. What did you say anyway?
Hey.
Listen.
What?
Mate, now, funny enough, I tell you who's come, right? Will you turn it down?
Oh, we're listening here, woman.
Now, it ain't Paul Newman. There weren't a knock on the door. Let's put it this way. What did you say, Rob, in a nutshell? It weren't Paul Newman. But, here,
It
tell
weren't
us
Paul-
about the levels on this. It's one for Tom Cruise. Can you hear that?
No, it's very quiet.
That's very... Will you fucking turn it? I don't care if it rains or freezes, 'cause I've got plastic Jesus sitting on the dashboard of my car. All together now. Hey, he fucks it up. In colours, pink and pleasant. Glows in the dark 'cause it's iridescent. Take it whenever you travel far. That's a bit better. Rhinestones, Tommy loves them.
I'm a ruin.
Yourself a sweet Madonna, dressing rhinestone, sitting on a pedestal of a bologna shell. Going 90, I ain't scary, 'cause I got the Virgin Mary assuring me that I will go to hell. Hang on, there we go. Liven it up. Come on, Paul.
Cheers, Chris. Right.
Play Radio UK.
If your satellite TV system breaks down, you could be without all your favourite TV programmes and facing a big bill to pay just to get it back again. From only 12p a day, you can protect yourself and get the peace of mind you need from a service agreement with Satellite Direct, the UK's largest independent provider of service agreements for Sky TV systems. With our national network of highly trained engineers, we'll either fix your system or replace it quickly and at no extra cost. Call now for instant service on 08702 245 777 or log on to www.satellitedirectuk.com for details. Satellite Direct UK. Your choice, our commitment.
If you want to try something different, then check out the wide range of music playing now on playclassicaluk.com. This is Play Radio UK. Distinctively distasteful, this is the Tommy Boyd Show on Play Radio UK.
Yeah. Right.
Not for the faint-hearted.
So that bit went okay.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, this bloody... How am I going to get into a rant of Matt if you don't... Stop ringing.
You're on air, hello.
You got 15 calls, Matt.
I don't know. You can.
No,
Pastor.
13.
Okay, look.
What are you going to say?
Right. I just wanted to say a minute ago I was looking for how to contact Scientology.
Right.
I was trying to find a phone number. I can ring them up right now, see
Yep.
what they say about
Yep.
it. I can't find one, but if anybody can find a phone number for Scientology on Google whatsoever, I will phone it, send it to us, email it, studio@playradiouk.com. We've got another call. Hello.
Hi, I think that Randy is a high-pitched cunt.
Randy, right to reply.
I think that's a case with the pot calling the kettle black, but I like that comment. Thank you.
That's good. I like that, yeah. That's nice.
Phone caller, anything to say?
No.
Okay, look, you want to get your rant out the way, don't you? Something I did laugh at.
It's alright.
I'm not complaining. This is great. Hello.
Now is this 15 calls?
No, it's 14!
13 plus
I said
1 is not
30 a minute
15.
ago, and it's now 14!
Can I have a free swear word?
No! Bloody hell.
Alan lacks basic mathematical skills and is what is more commonly known as a brain.
Do you know what I'm going to do? Do you know what I'm going to do?
The whole I'm a virgin but my girlfriend's pregnant, maybe she slept with someone else statement.
Do you know the thing what I'm going to do next?
What?
When he calls up and says, right, now is this 15? I'm going to say, no, I took one off because you couldn't add up last time. It's still 14.
Alright, come on, look, you want to have a rant at me? We glossed over something I said last week and I'm a bit nervous about this. I want to get it out of the way.
Good. This is going to be call 14.
Hello.
Now No, he's a fat cunt.
Somebody loves you, Randy.
I love having that effect on people.
Is this one of your? This was one of your YouTube admirers.
Hello.
You never, ever test the depth of a river with both feet.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Right. That's it. I'm not answering the phone again.
I'm not in the mood now. I was in the mood a minute ago.
Well, you've got to be in the mood.
I'm always in the mood.
No, we're not going anywhere. No, I'm just fading you down a minute, Randy. We're not going anywhere today because I'm a bit nervous about all this.
Answer the phone and then I'll tell you.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello?
Alan?
Now is this 15 calls?
No, it's 14, because like I said a minute ago, I'm taking one off because you couldn't add up a moment ago.
The call log is on 14 by default.
Yes, because I can't count myself.
Yeah. That's right.
So one more, Alan, that'd make it 15.
Yeah.
So, Holic.
Yeah.
So last week, we were having a conversation, and you told me, and you looked at me with the most serious face on, and you said, "You're not listening to what I'm saying. We will stop advertising other radio stations." And I said to you, when you get a show that's trouble-free and produced correctly, I will stop for the next week.
Mm-hmm.
You then said to me the most condescending thing, which I should have smacked you for.
Right.
When you said to me, you were invited to do this show as if you were some kind of high, almighty, authoritarian figure, that just because you got paid to do this show and employed by Play Radio, that meant you were in some kind of higher standing than me.
Right.
And I'd just like to say, fuck off, you cunt. How you even think? I've got to say that if it wasn't for me being here, we'd have none of these fucking cameras, you wouldn't have your fucking Skype working, and you wouldn't have your fucking streaming audio going, right? So I just want to set the record straight, young Matthew.
Yeah.
Young Matthew, that
Okay, so we carry on with Not the Tommy Boyd Show. Randy, you still there?
I am, yeah.
He's going. That's it, he's gone. He's actually walked out. And,
that's a flounce and a half, that is.
He's... Stu! No, he's gone. Oh, alright, yeah, no, he's giving me the V sign through the window. It's all okay, he's fine.
Oh, that's very mature, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very mature of him. When he comes back in, I will explain to him the exact reasons I told him. I was just saying to Randy, well, now you're back in, I will explain to you the exact reasons why I said that.
Do you get paid to do this job?
Hello, you're on Play Radio.
Now is this the magic number?
Yes.
That'll be 15. Cheers, Alan. Yeah, I do. I do get paid to work for Play Radio, but not to get paid for this
You get paid to
job.
work for Play Radio?
Yeah.
I don't.
No, you get paid for the show, don't you?
No.
No, you get a little bit.
No, I don't.
No?
Not a bean.
No?
No, not a penny.
Throw the odd dirty prostitute your way? No?
I wish.
Look, I wanted to
Yeah, come on
stop
then.
you in your tracks
Yeah.
from advertising other stations and from slagging off our IT department because I could feel the heat from the management
Right.
when you open your mouth. I could just feel it. That my ears were burning and there was warmth directed on my back when Marcus Quilter was looking down the webcams at me thinking, don't let him carry on. It was the only way I could think to stop you, Stu. You were on one.
So what you're saying is that we're being censored by management, is what you're saying?
No.
Sounds like Nazi Germany to me.
Sounds to me like you're saying that we're being censored.
Yeah. You know what?
And what you're saying is that you're on behalf of the management team here, because I'm not an employee of Play Radio. I'm merely invited to come and do this show. That and I'll have you know, actually, I asked. And I rather begged to come and work with my childhood hero, Mr. Boyd, on a radio show. And having worked in talk radio before for a very brief moment in time, 12 months, that I enjoyed doing it so much I wanted to come and do it with the master. That what you're saying is now, that because the Boyd isn't here, that we're being censored, our show now, but you're the front person for management, because obviously not working here, I don't have the same sort of intricate sort of in with the management, is what you're saying, right?
I don't know what to say, Stu. When you put it like that, I've been a cunt. I'm not paying for that. I've got no money. I'm out. That's 15 quid in there.
That's it.
You're right. You're right. I shouldn't have said it. I just kind of panicked a bit. You know. I mean, you know, doing this show means a lot to me, and I don't want it to be taken off air. And I just panicked for a brief moment in time because you know the Boyd's not here to reassure me.
I just wanted to settle that down. I mean, it's been stewing on my mind all week.
Stewing.
Exactly. Yeah. And I've been thinking to myself, you know, that motherfucker. And I've really had a bit of.
You're
bit
right.
of sleepless night about it last weekend. Actually,
You're
I thought,
right.
you know when you think back when something's happened and you think back, like if somebody flips you off when you're in the car, right? And
Someone gives you.
They give you the finger.
Right, yeah.
And then you think back a bit later on, you think, you know what, I really should have done that, and it beats you up for like a good day or so afterwards. You think, I really should have told that cunt to fuck off.
Yeah.
Right, well, that beat me up for 2 or 3 days. That did.
We've still got a caller on the line. Are they still there?
I don't know.
No, I apologise for wasting your. Look, you're right. I shouldn't have said it.
Randy's still here.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have said it, and you're right. We won't invite you again.
Okay. Well, fuck you then. That's fine.
Stu, you know I love you. You know.
Answer the fucking phone, will you?
You?
It's all right. Get on.
You know that. Oh, hello.
Here.
Hello.
The secret of Scientology is when you get to level 9, you finally find out the ultimate truth that Randy is a fat, unfunny cunt who needs to buy himself a fucking tube of Sonics.
Okay, brilliant. Before that rings again,
I think that person must have a go at a lot of people because, judging by the sound of their voice, they've been kicked in the bollocks a few times.
That sounded quite good, actually. I quite like that. It's almost like I'm trying to think who it sounded like. I don't know. Actually, Matt's just making a phone call. We're just trying to see if we can get through to Scientologists.
Ooh.
Is this which number did you dial? Brighton. It's going to get an answer phone, isn't it?
We'll leave them a message.
I bet if he's not even going to get an answer phone, I bet
No,
it's just going to ring.
Yeah. If we do get an answer phone, do we leave a message saying, "Look, we just wondered what you wanted to say about Tom Cruise's
No,
video"?
we'll go through proper. No, because then you see they'll know you're in possession of the video, which you're not supposed to be.
No, I'm not. I wanted to know what the fuss was about because I've heard this video's going around.
Yeah. Well, it ain't there. No. That's exactly. Peter Chapman said it sounds like Kathy Burke's Perry character, who is exactly the one I was thinking about. Yes.
Right. Okay. So I've tried calling Scientology. What I am going to do, right? I had a brief look on the website a few minutes ago.
Miss Patterson.
Is I am going to apply to
become a
join
Scientologist. That's
and
good.
I will tell you next week how it goes.
Is that going to be in place of your anal bleaching?
I think so.
I know. Now then, I really am confused here, because I did want to talk to... Now, no jokes, how many times do you think you turn that media player down, Phil, will you? How many times has he phoned in now? Can we rig the bet in here?
15.
Right,
it should be 16, but he's had one deducted for poor maths.
I stopped gambling, right, in, whenever the fucking hell it was, Peter Scooter, I only go over the sticks, and nicer, and I stopped gambling whenever it was. You got the champion jockey, Peter Scudamore. You got the champion trainer, his trainer. And you got the champion horse. I think it was called Strands of Gold. Anyway, I told us a white lie to turn that down. I mean, I told a white lie to borrow the money. I said, oh yeah, there's one there I can sell tomorrow. And I went and put... What I did is I put... Out of the 1,500 quid I borrowed, I put 1,300 quid on it. I fucking lost it. Like, he jumped off a fence. I mean, you know, I haven't got a photographic memory in that one. And well, anyway, that's got nothing to do with it, has it? But I got all my money back. I went in the casino, and the bird must have liked me. And I had a bet, and she gave me 100 quid that weren't mine. And, you know, somebody was looking at me, so... And I carried on from there, and I got a taxi home in the morning. That's not the point. Now, the thing is, if we can get some action going on this bet, I know where Alan lives, right?
Right.
Okay. Now, you know you were going to tell him about the PRS and all this, and we'll go around. That's impersonate. What would that be impersonating?
You could impersonate the...
I don't want to get in trouble, Stu. Now, don't get the lead...
Turn that off a minute.
You can like a bit of disco.
You can impersonate the Office of Communications, right? And
right, Office of Communications.
Yeah, Ofcom, right? And you can.
How should we dress?
Just in suits or something like that.
Just in suits.
Yeah.
I've got a raincoat. Is that any good?
Well, a dirty Mac, if you like. That's fine. Yeah.
Never mind that. We've got to look officially.
So
you know, I've got to turn up. What we've got to do is we've got to get hold of his mum. right?
Yeah.
And say, now your son here, we've gone over it, he's been performing. Who are we? The PR?
No, Ofcom, right? So, and you're going round there because he's been abusing.
Fucking alright.
He's been abusing.
I got somebody. He looks like well, he's a lawyer.
But he's been abusing the privilege of
Internet
airwaves.
police. There's
The
a
internet
point.
police.
Pointless in the debate. Well spotted there, Phil. You're all right, Phil. Anyway, we're sorting it. It's only 10 minutes away. If he fucking rings, I promise you. So, and we want to put how much you want on him.
We want a £500,000 fine for abuse
Hang
of
on,
the
Matt,
airwaves.
how many times have you sworn tonight, Matt?
Matt's sworn 16.
I've sworn 16. I owe £1.
How much you put in the box?
15 quid. I owe you.
How many times have you rang in?
15.
How much is the petrol?
I owe you.
Right, what you're going to do,
Chris.
right? Let him ring in one more time.
Yeah.
We can go around the pub, and then let him think he's going to ring in again. And my mate's going to... Well, we ain't going to do him any damage, because we're not like that, you know what I mean? But we'll kidnap him and fucking terrorise him. We wouldn't really, that's just how a friend of mine talks. However, what we can do... Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a terrible thing to say. I know somebody talks like that. Joe Pesca. He's a bastard. You know? Remember when he stabbed him in the neck with a pen? Powerful image. Robert De Niro's waiting for me. So, if we can sling a few quid on with Hugo, or Eduardo, right? You're going to... 50. And what are the odds on this?
Yeah, lots. Big, yeah.
Alright, so you owe it 16 quid for the box.
Yeah.
And how much for the fees? How many people are online tonight?
Oof, millions.
Fucking hell. Good. Right then. So this is what you call a proper nobbling of Alan, and this is payola, this, isn't it?
Certainly is.
This is, but we'll rig it. We
now,
can
obviously-
fucking rig this.
obviously-
We can rig it, Phil. You know, like they're having a go at Bush for...
Obviously, we don't advocate the anybody going round to anybody's houses. So
No. Play Radio would just like to distance themselves from any violent wrongdoing, regardless of how many times anybody might call a random said radio show.
Mine, Matt.
Hey,
Now,
Yeah.
you know Bush? He was,
Yeah.
got that fella sacked.
Yeah.
What's all that about?
I don't know.
PlayRadioUK.com.
Hi, I'm Jamie Robertson, and I'll be here every Saturday breakfast from 8 with lots of 80s music, along with your first, last, and everything. So join me, Jamie Robertson, Saturday mornings at 8.
Play Radio UK. Beware, the content of this show may offend. Letting it all hang out. The Tommy Boyd Show on Play Radio UK.
Yeah.
that'll be that then. By the way, it was G-Man Jr. that sent in the
I know. I
Scientology
didn't
stuff.
credit
So,
him, did I?
yeah.
I didn't credit him. That was Chris. You still there?
Is that them still waffling?
Wow.
Oh, you didn't cut him off. I was interested in listening to what he was going to say then.
I don't think we need to incriminate Play Radio with anything that was going on there. We do have another call in there. Hello.
That Chris, he's always pissed. He's into gambling. He lives in Birmingham. I reckon it's Paul Merson.
That's brilliant. Who's this?
It's somebody who's gone.
Somebody who's gone. Yeah, brilliant, fantastic. Yeah, look. I'm seriously going to look into this whole Scientology thing.
Good.
I think it'd be worth doing, because if I could infiltrate the ranks of Scientology, maybe even meet Tom Cruise, kidnap him, put him in a room for a few days until he talks about it.
It wouldn't take much to get him in a room. You could stick him in a suitcase. He's that big. Hello.
Here, right, in the old days, satire meant being like Jonathan Swift, right? Writing like a treatise on the way the Irish were treated during the potato famine.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it means posting a link to my fucking rubbish website where you watch me being a fat cunt. Alright!
Oh,
Fellow
Mrs.
DJ.
Patterson. Oh, fellow DJ. Oh, with my fellow DJ.
You're my fellow DJ. Oh, brilliant.
Don't fucking turn him over, Matt. Stay away from him, bud. Turn it off. Hang on, what's going on now? I can turn that media player again. We got to get this Skype working. We can have a chat with them. You there?
Yeah, get the Skype working, Chris. Get on Skype and we can
Fucking
join
hell, I
you.
tell you what, I'll stick a broom up my arse and I'll fucking sweep up.
Fantastic. That was great. I think. Right. Okay. So we haven't got Zara a date yet, but there is another email, isn't there?
Is there?
Well, yeah, there was that.
No, there's not.
No?
Oh, there's the one. Yes, there is that one. There's another phone call as well.
No, it's a long one.
It's a long one.
Hello.
He's not just a fat cunt, he's a congested fat cunt.
Randy, anything to say?
How can you be congested? I'm not quite sure I understand that. The only thing I'm congested with is probably sperm due to my lack of action and cholesterol. Apart from that, I'm as free-flowing as the Channel Tunnel.
So you are congested then?
Well,
in the fact that you've got
when you put it that way,
high cholesterol and
when you put it that way, I suppose I am. Yeah.
So the guy's kind of right.
But I think he probably is actually. I'm not quite sure why I'm trying to argue.
Yeah, I don't want to stop your argument
said.
there, Randy, mate. But you know, he's having a pop. Don't you want to say anything slightly more rude, slightly more vulgar, a bit more attacking?
I just think that's not the answer, is it? If we all accept each other's views in this world, it'd be a much better place. Apart from people like Tom Cruise, because they are cunts, really.
Yes, but it'd be
so
fucking.
Don't accept his views.
It'd be boring, wouldn't it? I owe you £1 more.
Oh, it would be very boring because you wouldn't have Star Trek fanatics insulting you at every opportunity, and people calling up radio stations to call you.
Well, this is it. Well, you wouldn't have talk radio. You wouldn't have talk radio because there's nothing to talk about because everything's fine and harmonious. People will be ringing up saying, "Oh, is it nice how everyone just gets along? Oh, everyone's so polite to each other." That's boring, isn't it?
It'd be like giving everyone a bow, wouldn't it, and just having them sit in a corner agreeing. That's what makes the human race so wonderful, that we can go out, we can factory farm chickens and eat them and upset loads of animal environmentalists. Like some girl the other day, we were having a debate in the pub and she started crying. God knows why. Probably
I
wanted
hate
to
that.
sleep with a chicken or something.
I hate that. You only really get it in women, right? And that's not being sexist.
Oh, it's these bloody feminist types, isn't it, who go on about, well, equal rights is probably, I can just about deal with that, despite the fact we're superior by being men.
Equal rights is ironic, isn't it? I mean, they go on about equal rights, but even bring it back to the age-old argument of sports. Men run the 110-metre hurdles, the women run like the 90-metre hurdles. They want equal rights, they should do everything equally, even down to the last detail.
And they should compete against men if we're equal. Obviously they won't, so they'd get absolutely, destroyed.
We do have someone on the phone if they're still there.
I've got a bit of a query to ask you. You know your friend Mr. Lee?
Yeah.
How do we contact Mr. Lee so?
We don't know, we don't care.
You go to his
move
page.
We've got another phone call. Hello, who's that on the phone?
Hey, can I have a word with Randy?
Yeah, of course, go for it.
Who's Patterson?
Hey, Randy, mate. Hello, mate. How are you? You alright? Yeah, you don't have to do the voice. You've already got one. Anyway, I'm just wondering about satire, yeah? Could you give us a lesson in satire? I don't know what that means. Your fucking rubbish website where you do your Nathan Barley things. Can you give us a lesson in it? What? You're Nathan Barley, ain't you? Who's Nathan Barley? You cunt. Well, it's not, because I don't know who Nathan Barley is.
Who the fuck's Nathan Barley?
Isn't that some TV show?
Is it?
Yeah,
It rings a bell.
It was like like a magazine.
That was Press Gang.
It sounds like some sort of...
No, it's
sounds
recent.
like some sort of inbred.
It's like the Mighty Boosh, but about a magazine. It's like that kind of humour, if you know what I mean.
Mr. Lee no longer have laundry.
Okay. Shit, the phone is shit hot tonight. I owe you another £1. Hello.
Randy, this is Mr. Sulu from Star Trek.
Hello.
And I'm gonna bust your goddamn ass.
Sulu. I've got a great tune that somebody did once for Stern Show. The Sulu dance. It's great. You'll love it. I'll bring it in next week.
Oh,
have you heard that?
I'm so happy that all these Star Trek fans are going absolutely mad.
Let me just go
I
on.
hope one of them hunts me down and tries to kill me.
Well, if that happens, will you ring us and let us know?
I'll try to. I might just call up and you'll hear me on the phone slowly having my head gyrated against some giant Spock lookalike.
That'd be the most action you've had all year.
Lieutenant Sulu of the Starfleet vessel
Can we get a
Enterprise.
webcam on this, or...?
This is it.
You gonna get the webcam on it, or what?
Nah, it doesn't need it.
Well, if it's a dance thing, then we've got a phone call.
No, there's no... You can dance like Sulu. Hello.
Jump around if you want to, and move your arms like a machine. Yes. If you do the Zulu dance while wearing tight pants, some people may call you a queen.
That's very good.
That's ridiculous.
They actually made a cartoon out of Star Trek.
But your girl may get jealous. No. Because if you abuse it, your girl will lose it and run up and say, who is this? You can dance like Sulu, you know, but some may choose to not.
This is great.
No. You gotta give it a chance when you do the Sulu dance, and your girl will give up the
Balloon knots.
Zulu dance. Yes. Zulu dance. Yes. What you say when
The
you
what?
dance ball.
Balloon knot.
Balloon knot.
Yes. Zulu dance. Yes. I wanna dance, we're having the ball. Thank you very much.
Oh! What we were talking about with Zara earlier. Right. Yeah, right.
Anyway,
Brilliant.
that's the Sulu dance. Now,
We've still got our caller on the phone.
Someone told me that Randy loves sandwiches. Well, they didn't say that actually. They said he was into bread.
You got to give it to him, Randy. You got to give him that one.
I enjoy it, but I do enjoy it. It's fun being fat and having people poke fun at you.
I know, tell me
do
about
enjoy
it. Tell me about it. It's brilliant.
Stuart, you can back me up on
Yeah,
this.
exactly. It's
you
great
say
fun.
you say you're going to exercise, then you think, actually no, 'cause if I turn into some really muscular, tall bloke, people are just going to, you don't have that character, do you?
Exactly.
You know, that thing where people just want to lick your face and poke your stomach and try and make you sick.
Are you a jolly little fat bastard, Randy? Are you one of them people that brings joy to everyone's life because they're all thinner than you and they've got somebody you can point and stare at?
When I waddle down the street, I get fat people coming up to me and shaking my hand and going, "Thank God I'm not the fattest man in town."
Do you know what? You see, the thing is, Randy, right?
Well, someone's on the phone, sorry, just to let you know.
Hello?
I'd like to make an apology tonight, gentlemen.
Would you now?
I apologise to you, Mr. Hollow, for showing you me man boobs earlier tonight.
That was quite... Alan, don't just apply... Listen, I saw that as well. That was quite scary.
You mean, well, that's all worse than Mr. Becker's.
On par. Certainly on par.
Have you seen Mr. Becker's moves?
Yeah, well, he had them on the camera that time, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. I tried to block that.
And what is the final tally for tonight?
17 now.
Is this number 17? Is that it? You're not calling in again, then?
Well, I'll doubt if I'll get through, because when I put the phone down and try again, it's going to go beep, beep.
Yeah,
So I doubt if I'll get-
it's been a
busy
really
night.
busy night tonight on the old Teflon.
Thanks, Alan. Have a
Cheers,
great week.
mate,
All
yeah.
right, I'll speak to you
And
later.
also,
Yeah.
you haven't checked for any BT messages.
No,
because it'll come through.
Because they're not coming through because the other people are ringing in too quick. So
Yeah.
Well, can you do a check quickly?
no,
it has to
doesn't-
ring itself.
Yeah, it rings us. We can't check for it, so there's nothing we can dial. You know.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I think most people have gotten the message.
Yeah.
Or not, as
Or
the
not,
case
as
may
the case
be.
may be. Thanks,
Alan, have
Alan.
a great week. Cheers, mate. We'll see him next week for his sports report. Right, so 9 minutes to go. Quickly, studio at playradiouk.com, 01243 55 60 60. Text playradio, then your message to 82820 or Skype play.radio.uk. I could have done that any faster. Stu, you were going to say something before we take this phone call.
Take the phone call.
Hello.
Hello. I'm trying to beat Alan and his calls, but I'm only on 3. What's he on, 17?
17, Zara.
Yeah.
You've got it.
Well, I've been
Only
given
14 to go.
Yeah, right. I've been given an instruction to call in and to insist that you read out the long email that you've got for me or something.
I know. I've got that. Yes, yeah. We're going to do that before the show ends. That's
While
fine.
you're on the line, Zara, Randy, Randy sent in a letter last week. Zara, what did you think of Randy's letter? Let's try out an on-air date here.
To be honest, Randy is at the top of my list.
Woohoo!
He's got a great name. His name kind of turns me on. He's sort of funny. I don't know. There's something about Randy.
It's because fat people don't get it as often, so they know they have to perform when they do. I think.
You might be grateful. You might be really excited when you see me naked.
Give me a cookie and I'm all yours, baby.
Excited to the point where it might be all over before it's in?
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, really?
You can just do it again immediately afterwards.
immediately. He's going to
Takes
need
a bit longer.
He's going to need 5 minutes and an iron tablet at least.
A couple of bottles of Lucozade and I'll be fine. And maybe a high cholesterol cake to get my blood sugar back up.
Oh, that's okay. I mean, it's like his tummy will be something for me to rest my head on instead of a pillow. It'd be nice.
Right. I've got a feeling that Randy's not thinking of you resting your head on his stomach.
Where is he?
I don't know.
Well, I don't know. That'd be for you and him to decide. I'm sure it doesn't involve his stomach. Unless, of course, you were eating off it, which I would say wouldn't be right anyway, because he's more likely going to be eating off yours.
And I might accidentally eat what's coming out of his belly button, which would probably be pure cheese.
Oh, well, I don't know. Randy, have you got belly button residue? Or?
Not normally, but I do tend to sweat a lot when I eat, so I have to take my top off. And like today, I got Weight Watchers pile down me, which was bloody horrible. I don't know what they put in it, but I can tell you something. It's certainly not meat.
That's great.
Done me into silence.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking about the
So,
cheese in his tummy, to be honest. But
Right.
it could be, you know, if you don't dry your belly button properly, then it goes cheesy.
Really?
Didn't you know that?
Well, I've never had a cheesy belly button, so...
Put your finger in your belly button now, and just like squidge it all around, and then give it a sniff. I'm gonna do it.
I'm doing it.
Do you know what? Mine's not going to, because I specifically washed my belly button this evening before I came
it's
out
not
and had a
about
shower.
washing it. It's not about washing it. It's about drying it. You have
Well,
to
drying
dry
it, just, I mean, because I know about the belly button weird smell, even if you wash, yeah.
Mine's fine. There's no...
It's a
Scoop,
stay.
you wanna-
I don't want to smell your belly.
Okay, no, I wouldn't swap fingers.
Smell my finger.
No, see, it's nothing. You know what? There's a game I play called Smell My Finger. Have I told you?
Lots of men play a game called Smell My Finger.
No, there's a whole stigma attached to it, right? You wash your hands, you get your hands really clean and smelling of nice, sweet perfume, right? And you go up to anybody and put your finger out towards them, gesture and say, smell my finger. They'll all go, oh, no! As if you've done something minging with it. You've just washed them. They smell lovely. They're fresh. They're nicely moisturised. It smells very nice. It's not been in a horrible place, but you try it, there's a stigma attached, and everyone will run a mile. It's hilarious.
Good. Right.
That's true.
We need to get to this. If you're going to read this email, you need to do it now, because we've got 5 minutes left.
Right, let's do this email.
Randy, listen, mate. Before you start,
Sorry.
Randy, listen, mate, and I back you up entirely with the old fat thing.
Yeah.
Because I nearly had a fight on a train not so long ago, and the only insult the guy could throw at me when he was on the train was "you fat cunt," and I just looked at him and went, maybe if you could come up with I looked at him, I just said to him, I said, you know what, mate, if you could come up with an insult that I haven't heard before, then I might find you quite witty. Otherwise, please fuck off.
He didn't sit on the train and go, you were invited to this carriage.
No,
right.
He basically was playing. He was playing music on his mobile, and it was like 8:30 in the morning. And it really fucking winds me up when people play that shitty fucking drum and bass music on their mobile.
Chavvy little cunts.
Exactly.
I hate people.
So I stood up and I walked over to him. I went, mate, no one in this carriage. And it was packed. I went, no one in this carriage wants to listen to your shit. Will you turn it off? And so he stood up and called me a fat cunt and went to punch me. And I looked at him and I said the thing, and then he threw a punch at me, and he missed, and he put his hand through the window, or at least he smashed the glass of the window.
He missed you?
Yeah.
He missed you?
Yeah.
Wow.
The best way to deal with that is when someone tries to start on you, just tell them to politely fuck off. I'll eat you for breakfast, and it seems to do the trick.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. By the way, there's two guys in the Skype chat room, Headless and Milan, who are having a personal fight.
Headless is an absolute cunt.
Yeah, he pisses everybody off, doesn't he?
So David James, you see, just came up with a great line there.
Not the ex-Liverpool.
I don't know, but he says if Milan and Headless are going to have a feud, they could at least do us the courtesy of Skyping in and having a go at each other on the show.
This is right.
But it's too late to do that this week, so they will have to do it next week.
Listen, Randy, we're going to say goodbye, mate.
I'll try and do something on Scientology for you for next week once I've worked out the best way to offend more people.
Thanks, mate. Have a good one. All right.
You've been brilliant tonight. Thank you, Zara.
I love you, Randy.
We're going to read this email out as well, Zara. Thank you again. You've been a great sport.
Sorry, sorry, I wasn't listening. What did you say?
Well, right.
Yeah, that's a bit like we don't listen to
You
him.
weren't listening? I've cut you
I
off.
don't listen to him
That's
much
fine.
either.
Right. Shall we? Hi, Zara. I want to say I'd like to take you out, so I thought I'd let you know what I'm all about. I enjoy television programmes, especially science fiction. As to some people, I'm a bit of an out-of-this-world character. I like Star Trek, as I think it's a fantastic documentary that allows us all to see what is out there in other worlds. They put their lives on the line so we can see all these alien species, which I think is cool. I also enjoy Torchwood and Doctor Who. If I had my own TARDIS, I would travel back in time to see dinosaurs. But I would have to be careful not to tread on anything, as that could alter the future and the human race might end up being hunted by wild sheep. If I get the chance, I would like to probe you with my sonic screwdriver and show you that my penis is bigger on the outside than on the inside. So it's not like the TARDIS at all. I enjoy doing karaoke, and my mother always told me I had a voice like Herbert Winwood. Whenever I take part, people seem to laugh at me, but I put this down to the fact that they sound completely retarded compared to my angelic voice. Two of my masterpieces are The Show Must Go On by Queen and I Would Walk 500 Miles. I'm an honest chap and will not hold any secrets from you. I will tell you now I am engaged to her and expecting a baby, so I would like to have you as a bit on the side for when my fiancée loses her figure in order to keep me happy. I am very good in bed, particularly in rubbing the clitoris and getting women to climax. I am also a very successful sports reporter and have been told that maybe one day I will get to present a major sporting event such as the UK Men's Bowls Championship on Eurosport. It's a dream I hold close to my heart. Very much in love, Alan Caddick.
That's great.
Who's on the phone?
Hello!
Wow.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so...
Is that just about it? How much longer have we got left?
35 seconds.
Right, well then it's TommyBoydShrine.co.uk, Play Radio UK forums, onthewireless.net, screenwipe.tv, Ian Lee, 10 o'clock, Virgin Radio.
Oh, you didn't! I'm having a free fuck off, Stu.
Tommy Boyd, Original 106, 7 a.m. Monday morning.
Why would you do that? It's just carbon copy of Play. Did I say that?
What is?
I heard a show the other day, and it just sounded like something he'd done on here, that was all.
Oh. Get the phone. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Brilliant.
Brilliant, yeah. As soon as we hear from Tommy, we'll let you know. We would love to have him back. We look forward to seeing him again. One more call, then we have to go.
Am I too late for the final call of the night?
You
Evidently
are.
not, Alan. Right, we will see you next week. Have fun. Bye.
Have you had a go at the Play Radio